And we're live.
Holy shit, we are. Yeah.
Oh my
hey
God.
Hey guys.
Hey
guys.
What do you mean we're live?
Been a fucking minute, let me tell you. Welcome.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been 2 hours. Yeah.
We just got.
It's been more.
From,
It's been a few minutes.
Just got here from the game fair.
Yeah.
I was still a little bit tired.
What the hell happened? Yeah. If you guys haven't tuned in to Dice Ministry in a while, and this is your first time in a while, we've had a busy time. We had the Arizona Game Fair where we were invited to do 2 live performances. That's up on YouTube if you want to watch that. Both I ran a one shot as well as Nick. They're both really funny and incredibly fun to watch, so please view that whenever you get a chance. Just type in Dice Ministry. We don't have our own URL yet, but we're working on it. But you have to subscribe. That's what helps us do that. Welcome, my friends in congregation. This is our Natural One, our Sunday night, 5 o'clock Arizona show. 5 o'clock from here on out on the Doubt. Little technical difficulties, but we've been off for 2 months, so bear with us. That being said, this is the permanent cast. This is who is at. Do you guys want to go through? Who wants to go through the? And Stephanie, yeah, Stephanie's been reduced to pizza gatherer, so just a forge for pizza in the wild.
So
I think it's more of a promotion.
A sandwich maker.
So who wants to go through the announcements? Anyone want to go through the typical announcements that we go through? Just throw it out there. Nothing professional.
I have an announcement, but I didn't pull it up.
Okay.
So this is our Sunday night game. I think you guys already know that we have a Sunday night game, or a Wednesday night game, I'm sorry. Crit Chicks, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm in it, Stephanie, and our good friend Melissa just joined the campaign, so she's an all-new character. So if you want to check it out, check us out on Wednesday nights. We also stream on Mondays, where we do like mini painting or games or whatever we feel like doing. And that's it. I think it starts at 1 o'clock? 12:30? 1
It's supposed to start at 1 o'clock, but if it starts a little late.
Yeah, 1
We
o'clock.
aim for 12. It starts around 1 o'clock.
And that's every Monday. Are you still on hiatus, Naomi, for your show?
Yes, I am. But that will be changing in May because I finally get my permanent work schedule.
Woo!
Well done.
So come May, I will post to all of the social medias and things my new stream schedule for twitch.tv/Trim the Rogue.
I just started a podcast, so every Friday.
It's funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's super.
It's not a movie review podcast. It's just like we just talk about movies. Every Friday, wherever you find your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, wherever. Yeah. And I think that's it. Is that it?
There's one more thing.
Go for it.
Dungeon Depths.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, fuck. That is the biggest announcement ever. Yeah. So anyone want to take that?
I will.
Go for it.
Because you, me, and I believe Melissa
Mm-hmm.
talked about that. I'm going to be handling those from now on.
Go for it.
Dungeon Depths is a great one-stop resource to all things RPG related, with cool designs on anything from t-shirts to tote bags, stickers, accessories, and even designer maps and character sheets to use in your own games at home. And guys, with this partnership, I felt it was time for me to branch out myself. I decided that this would be the perfect time to start my career in musical entertainment.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I may not have musical talent of any kind, but that's okay because most of the stars these days don't anyway.
Shots fired.
So here's my Dungeon Depths inspired freeform rap that I like to call cantrips.
Oh
Oh
my god.
Do you need a beat?
No, it's freeform. It
Okay.
doesn't need, like I said, no one talent.
It's been working.
It's Rylan. I'm here to send you a message of nerd apparel so good you'll have no resistance. The Eldritch blast so others out of the water, shape up or get lost, be found with my guidance. Dungeon Depths, so great, they're immune to any vicious mockery. Firebolt right onto their page, dungeondepths.store. Fix your wardrobe, that's in need of some mending, hardcore. These words of radiance couldn't be more true. Sword burst open your laptop. Type so fast your words produce flame. I know what you're thinking. This must be a minor illusion. You'd be lame. Not yet. It's almost over, I swear. Beanies and bags and stickers. Natural One socks, so chill with a touch of style. Get some so that the guys / gals / others fight over you with primal savagery. But now the pain's over. I promise it's true. Just thunderclap your hands and sponsor of Dungeon Depths.
Oh my god!
Now we need to think of something for next week.
Well, I was gonna say, if you're gonna Sam Regal us now, congrats. Now you have to come up with one of those. I need a new rap every single week.
Oh God.
There are
It's not going to be just raps.
There are 9 levels you'll be. There are 9 levels.
I'm gonna
of
need
stuff.
a jingle and a pop like top 40,
Okay.
and
I can't play any instruments.
and I'm
No,
gonna
that's
need
it.
a polka version of that.
I'll work on it.
Wow, Ryan. Wait on. Can we just do that for an hour? Thank you so much. And
I
Dungeon
wrote
Depths.
that in 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know what? That doesn't surprise me, and I'm still just as impressed, if not more so. Anybody else?
That was an impressive.
Well, it's really difficult to follow that up,
Yeah.
but I don't believe you guys have mentioned all of our crafty friends yet.
No. Go for it.
So, we have really talented people on the channel. I am not one of them. But Ashley, Rocksha the Barbarian, makes these amazing dragon sacks. And this is actually her largest creation. It's called the Dragon Egg.
I don't like how that's moving.
Yeah, it's a little disturbing. But she does amazing work. She does take custom orders, but she has available items on Etsy right now. So it's etsy.com/dragonsacks, all one word. Also, we have KT, who makes amazing dice jewelry, necklaces, keychains, cufflinks, earrings, beautiful stuff. You can check her out at Geek Me Up Scotty on Etsy as well. And the Chic Fae, which is Melissa, makes really awesome elf ears and other dice-related jewelry as well. Her stuff is gorgeous. So you can check them all out on Etsy and follow their Instagrams. They do beautiful work. Also, if you shop from any of their stores and use the code Dice Ministry, you get 10% off any one of your orders.
Nice.
Wasn't a rap, but drop some knowledge on Avia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
God damn you, Ryan. All right. Anything else?
Let's get to it.
All right. Let's get started.
Let's do this.
So, what the fuck happened last time when you guys weren't here? Because we were running session 0. Well, as some of you guys might know, we're relaunched with the new cast, or rather the new story, but it's still the same part of the world. If you were around for our test run of the new season, it still takes place in the city of Bastion, which is the pirating capital of the region, smack dab in the middle of the world, quite literally actually, when looking on a map. There were a lot of different changes. The city was actually run by a very powerful, very deranged, cult-like tiefling by the name of Saeed Jassar. So there was some funny things going on in the city, but let's go right into what's happened since last time. So, over the past 2 months, a number of strange and at times shocking occurrences have happened in Bastion. One of which took place on the 3rd hour of the morning. The first was the ruler Saeed Jassar, prophet of Leviathan, is his faith and the god that he totes around and forces everyone to worship, leading his first wife Joy into the well, which is a gigantic pool that sits in the middle of a elongated cylinder tunnel that is center amongst what's called the Rings District, which spirals around this giant well, if you will. Jassar had taken his first wife Joy into without protest, had led her to the bottom of the well that is rumored no one returns from, and she went into the waters below willingly, without protest or without any objection, which sparked rumors to further even more so. Over the next 12 days, the remaining 12 wives of Jasar, as he had his own harem, followed in the same suit. They went into the well without issue, and went into the waters below the island, seemingly never to be seen again, but who knows. As concern of these ominous events started to grow to alarm, a number of notorious pirate captains began to leave Bastion over the weeks. Gossip over why they left had begun to spread throughout Bastion. Were they banished? Were they leaving because of fear of an imminent attack that they knew they couldn't win? Did they know something of the coming incursion? And so, the latter being the more likely of the bunch, the fateful day came when respected members of Bastion began to demand answers of Jasar I'm sorry, I'm reading through the script, bear with me guys, it's been 2 months. They started to demand answers of Jasar and ask what had gone on in the city, what's going on in the city, and demand his presence as he's been gone. He's been missing for now 2 months now, not to be seen, but his word still carries weight. It sparked their protest, and their demands were met with what sparked a civil war in the city. So what sparked a 3-day civil war in the city, where blood ran through the Rings District like a river. Some members disappeared and fled. That's where some of our characters maybe either past had gone, or had decided to leave the city, or maybe decided to, or were killed in the incursion. Some members, what was that?
Cowards.
Yes. Some members, such as the familiar Lord Lasar, and some new arrivals to the city, were gathered up, kidnapped, put into the cells below, into the dungeons below, and left to die. A week later passed, where they plotted their escape, but at the same time, left with nowhere to turn. They were met by an unlikely group of intruders, as the local kobolds of the city, which are the diggers and miners and excavators of the city, broke through the jail cell, made a deal with our adventurers, and had said, hey, you guys help us kill the giant pokey grabby horse.
Scorpion.
Pokey grubby horse.
Scorpion! Scorpion!
A grabby pokey giant horse, or a giant scorpion. I say, hey, you help us kill this, and then we'll lead you to the top, and we'll lead you through safety, and you'll call us friends, and we'll use you as liaisons to whomever's in charge above. You guys agreed. You killed and slew the giant grabby pokey horse.
We slew it.
Yes.
We slew it so hard.
Yes.
Just don't understand how they could have scorpions down there, and then they call this the pokey stabby horse.
They
They
called
grabby horse.
Whatever!
They called the little ones baby pokey grabby horses.
Yes. True story. That happened. So the party was successful.
They're
They killed the grabby pokey horse, whatever, and they rose to the surface, getting telltale signs of a newfound insurgency group that had risen against forces loyal to Jasar in the city, and carried a marking, a really cool marking of 2 white pointed fangs on bandanas that they would adorn around their mouth.
How cool.
Holy
That cool.
fuck, that cool.
That one is back. Dice for everyone.
Holy shit.
Yeah!
And he means it too. Levitons with a $30 donation.
Oh my
Holy
gosh,
fuck,
Levitons.
That's a D6
That's-
inspiration.
Yeah, it's D6 for
Okay.
inspiration. But he said for everyone, so that includes me. So,
Damn it.
thank you,
Hey, actually,
Levitons.
that's
Holy
good.
fuck, that cool.
Stand
So
by the
if you need a cool reference, that's how cool it was. Thank you, Levitons.
Thank you,
We
Levy.
love you.
We love
Thank
you.
so much.
I just meant that because it sounded like you were like stroking your own dick with it.
I have my own religion now. So.
All right.
So there's that. But thank you so much, Levitons. Anyway, back to the story. You guys had successfully rose to the surface. You had seen that many friends had gone missing. The city was in turmoil, lacking supplies, lacking an armada, as many pirates loyal to the 4 major pirating captains left with them. And seemingly the largest of the ship available was the one that you guys was cursed and no one wanted to carry with it and yada yada. It's basically the Millennium Falcon of this city. As
We'll
you
take
guys-
the cursed ship. It's
Yeah.
fine.
The
It's
Invincible
fine.
still in pristine
Who
order.
believes
on
in
my-
Invincible
curses.
is a
Did you
beautiful,
die on a
beautiful
cruise ship?
ship. Alright, I will not have you speaking ill of Persa.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
It will
Thank
be
you guys
beautiful
for
once
being
I am
here.
done.
So, the
For now, it is atrocious.
yes, but we continue. As I've been stuttering through this, I forgive you guys. It's been a while. We get started with you guys were talking, getting the lay of the land from your father, Rock.
Should we introduce our character?
Yes, you should actually.
Okay.
So we'll get to that.
sorry.
You guys introduced some of your characters to Rock, and then there was the ominous coming invasion of ships off to the horizon, entering the Bay of Bastion, and that's what we're going to pick up. But first, let's start with that, and we're going to go from left to right.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I play Cloud. I am a Tabaxi rogue. She is all black with one white tip on her tail. She has green eyes, and she's been a pirate her whole life, so she's very, very sneaky. And she, like any Tabaxi, she enjoys all the shiny things, and yeah, I'm excited to play her.
we're excited to have her.
Yes.
Nice. I am Dr. Jacques Solidbrook, and I am a human artificer. He has red hair, pale skin, and pockmarks and chemical burns all on his face from many experiments gone wrong. And the most outstanding thing is that he has all this weird tubing and equipment on him at all times, and especially these two gauntlets that look to be the focus for any of his spells, because he can't actually cast any magic. All of it is just through chemical reactions and alchemy.
Okay, and then
So I am playing Inabis Charm. She is a black-skinned, white-haired tiefling sorcerer. So, yeah,
What does she look like?
she's like
Describe her for me.
she's like 6 feet tall and white hair down to her waist. She has gold horn rings attached to her horns. She does have the big ram's horns with chains attached to other things.
That we can't see.
Her nips. Just kidding.
It's
Are we?
maybe.
It's possible.
It's maybe.
Laura's going to find out.
It's probably
For science.
Now I have to.
2 jumping jacks.
But yeah, no, she's oh, what was it? The
Shadow sorcerer?
Yeah, she's a shadow sorcerer, which is actually a new version of the sorcerer that just came out not too long ago. So yay!
Yay.
we've met Laura the Sar, but I'd love for you to tell her about us for any new viewers.
So
Tell her
Or
about
tell
tell her. So
tell-
Laura, these guys
tell us
are
about
the people
her.
that I play D&D with.
Yeah.
So Lord Lassar Hellshriek is the youngest daughter of Rock Hellshriek, who is the new leader of Bastion, following a rebellion / civil war that occurred here. She is a half orc barbarian. Well, she's a bardbarian. She is 6'9". She has pale green skin with bright red hair that she keeps in dreadlocks that she kind of has up in a like ponytail of sorts. And she has kind of pierced ears and little tusks, and she's very she takes after her dad in that. So she's encountered her new friends and trying to friends. They haven't tried to kill me yet. So
I'll change that. I'll change that this episode, don't worry.
So yeah, super excited to get things started.
Ah, crap. I'm next.
Yep.
I'm playing Sergio. I'll spare you his
His full name.
full name.
No, what is it?
Okay,
how often
fine.
are we going to hear it?
Not very.
His name's an acronym.
Yes, it is. Well, for starters, he's a Warforged Cleric of the Forge. His actual name is Superior Equipment Retrofitting Generous Innovative Operator. He is his armor and his actual what he's made of is a dark, like deep, almost black oak wood. His armor is silver plated. He has silver treads. He's not a big Warforged. He's small at like 5'8". And
we are all tall as fuck.
yeah,
Holy
all in all
crap,
tall.
like all of us.
We got no shorties in this
I
team.
mean, compared to you, yeah.
Wow.
I love how 5'8" for us is really tall.
It's
I'm
really tall
5'8"
for
in real
me.
life. So I mean, he's actually a worships Moradin. His goals are well,
We'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out. That's about it. I mean,
That's about it.
well, I'm waiting.
We'll find out.
We'll find
Oh
out.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's actually just a gnome operating a giant suit of armor.
Well, he does wear a
Battle
kilt / skirt instead of wearing
He's a puppet.
armor. So
Cool.
He's really just 3 owlbears standing on top of each other.
That's a very large creature.
that's something I'd be scared of.
Oh, okay. Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Yeah, they're baby owlbears that stand on each other and wear a giant trench coat. I kind of want this to be a thing now.
I don't, because I don't like owlbears.
Done and
Owlbears don't care. They're like badgers.
All right,
All right.
Now you
ready
know.
when you are.
we
So-
are ready.
It begins.
Here we go.
You guys look over to. That's not going to work the way I thought it was. So we're going to do something a little different. But do you have your dry erase board by any chance? Fuck. Okay, that's good.
We have that one, but I don't think we should take it down.
Rip it off the wall. So I'll figure it out.
Rip it off with
The wall.
Oh, don't.
So you guys had escaped from the jail cells. You had met with your father Rock, who discovered he is currently in charge of Bastion, or he is the default leader essentially, as he's the eldest and most respected amongst everyone here. The city is called to alarm as you see 10 ships, smaller in vessel, much smaller. You see long ships that are no more than 70 feet in length, gargantuan to be sure, but not the size of like galley ships. In fact, very dwarfed in comparison to the Inventionable. You see 2 long ships that are flanking 8 small keel boats, and keel boats are about maybe the size of like a small yacht, like a small sailing yacht. Nothing terribly fancy. And you see that 8 of them are just being escorted by these 2 long ships as they're making their way, and it seems that there are multiple people on board. You see from the top battlements that surround Bastion Bay this horseshoe area of inland sea. You see that there are multiple humongous like ballista firebolts, a huge whole like tree trunks just being jettisoned and unfortunately missing occasionally a boat here or there as they flank in. Your father cries, says, there's something not right. He says, the cannon should be firing, why have they stopped? So
Where are the cannons?
as you
Like
guys
in relation to where we are.
you guys know that there has been a thunderous, alien, intimidating, literally earth-shaking sound that's been emanating from the very, very top layer. You know that there is an area that has been actually quarantined off or kept secret away from the populace by Jassar, the former leader, now missing. And you have an idea as he looks up and that there isn't the shaking and the thundering sound that you guys had heard days and a week ago. That something has gone amiss above.
Given my profession and history, would I recognize these as cannons?
Make a history check.
Yeah, that's a 4. Plus stuff, but I don't think that's gonna.
No, it could be anything. I mean, especially as an exotic place, you don't have an inkling just yet. He said cannons, but that could mean a lot of different things. You know that there's rumors around that firepower, like fire powder, is starting to become like gunpowder is starting to become like prevalent.
I wouldn't know where those would be located.
No.
I'm proficient in
You know-
firearms,
you
so
guys
that
know
doesn't mean
that-
I've worked with them.
You guys know of an area that you're told that was like some secret defense system that was stolen by Jassar many, many years ago and has been locked away up there since then. So you have an inkling of you know where it's at.
I
You've never been
recognize what an
personally.
explosion is. I don't recognize how this would be happening. Right?
That makes more sense, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
I want to. Can we see out towards the ships? Like we can see.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can-
you can see out to the bay, and it is just you see that some of the shots from the ballistas were lit aflame and have actually been successful in that whatever defenses that were left for the city were forming a blockade. You see that there's fire and smoke off to the vast horizon. We're talking like maybe 2 miles away, down at the very, very entrance of what would be Bastien Bay. And you know that these ships have made it past whatever was left of the very meager defenses, sea defenses that Bastien had.
And are there any ballistas near us?
There are ballistas that were stationed all about the battlements, and you know that they're, and you see the occasional shot raining down to no avail.
How far away are they?
How far? I'm sorry.
The ships.
The ships. The ships are probably, I would say, probably maybe half a mile away.
Okay.
Of that, but they're closing fast. It looks like they have the wind. As you see that their sails are completely just taut with the wind, giving them the favor towards Bastien.
I think
Are all of the ballistas like being manned?
It would seem so, yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to find out what's going on with those cannons.
I would agree.
So
Then shall we?
Mr. Jock, what is a cannon?
I'll show you when we get there.
Fair enough. Which way to the cannons, Mr. Rock?
he says, the place says up by the top of the main battlements, above the bar. Says the area that no one was allowed to go. We found what he was hiding the whole time. Keep them running. Go.
So we go.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Pull out my crossbow, expand it, and I just start marching.
Mason Jill?
Okay. You guys run up to the very top.
I have
As
to
you
read
go-
this whole map.
Yeah. And as you go, can I see
Minis.
minis?
I don't have a mini for.
Oh.
You can just use a big die.
Yeah, it's just aw.
Have you ordered a new one yet?
No, I haven't. I'm super mega broke. I can't be spending money on any D&D stuff right now.
Sad face.
My birthday's coming up though.
So you guys know what to get her.
I'll get you a coupon code.
Yeah, yeah. We're all dead.
Ruining my surprises.
Bear with me, guys. I'm so sorry.
What are you looking for?
We are not prepared.
We are not prepared at all. That's fine. Oh, I was supposed to be around here somewhere.
What do
That's
you
okay.
got?
What are you looking for?
There was no. I had actual paper squares for this, but that's okay. You guys,
All of our minis are laying down on the job.
they are.
We are hiding because we're trying to gain cover.
We're all dead already.
I am as stealthy as a falling rock.
All right.
It's pretty
I'm
stuff.
gonna put you guys right here. You put it at the entrance, and we'll have the map cam in just a second, guys. All right. So, you guys reach the top, and this is what you see, folks.
This is what we see.
Yeah. So you go there, and it looks, as you enter You find the way that's been blocked up before has been heavily guarded by Jasar's people. It looks like the guards have changed, but they've made their final stand against whatever intruders have made it past them. You see members of the city, loyal to your father, carrying the symbol of his tusk, dead at the entrance as you guys are running through. They look like commoners, very poorly armed and equipped. It looks like the city doesn't have anything professional anymore. It's just its townspeople as a militia that rise to its defenses.
Can we tell what killed them?
It looks like they've been put to the sword. Each and every one of them, as you see, just a string of people, look like they were just cut to ribbons by something that has made its way to the top. You're hearing more sound as you start to make your way through this stairwell that you've never been before, towards an area that's been strictly restricted off. You hear more sounds of men being cut and stabbed and put to the blade.
Running towards that.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, but we should not have squishy people going up.
I'll take.
I will be
the-
staying in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And I don't know if I can keep up with you, but I will.
I'm only 30 feet right now.
Okay, so yeah.
And you hear a voice, "You fools! If you don't leave him alone, you could possibly explode everything." So
That'd be fun. That's fun.
as you guys are running to the top,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
I'm at the very back of the pack.
okay.
I'm one step in front of her.
As you guys step up to the very front entrance, I'll put you guys right here. As you step around, you round the corner, you guys are going to see that there are four.
You put both squishy people in the front. Of course he did.
There are four men, well armed, all wear black adorned in black leathers and cloaks. Very, very sneaky, secretive. As they rounded around a group of men that lay dead at their feet, and it looks like they're finishing up, just slaughtering whoever's in place. As you go to inside this, what's housing these five massive steel-barreled instruments of some alien design. There's something just awful and like the chemical smell and the sulfurousness of this area is just what was that?
It smells like home.
Yeah, the chemical smells is very alien to a lot of you. Some of you more familiar, as you see that there's still just a little bit of a smoke that still exists, that still hangs in the air from when these were last fired some time ago. But you guys make it to the top surface, and then I need everybody to roll initiative.
Before we start,
Go for it.
You
take
just in order.
take the two people that we said were the squishies.
Okay.
At
Put
the
them
very
in the
front.
back,
Put them
and
at
take
the back,
the two
please.
people that we said were the in front.
Okay.
Front.
So
Yeah,
Sergio.
and that yeah.
And then me. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So you guys are right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's what I changed.
starting off.
You had your charisma.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let's start this off right. Let's go. Robert Polson. Holy fuck! It's
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Polson.
with the 500 biddies. Thank you. Hell of a time to join us too, because we are back with Natural One.
Natural one.
All right. Roll an initiative. You said.
What's that?
Roll an initiative.
Yes, please, everyone, roll initiative.
Although I have a feeling Cloud is just going to.
You say that,
It's.
but then Wookiee's rolling the dice.
Yeah. Right. Like I'm gonna need that bonus.
As that's happening, you guys hear a familiar language. The mother tongue to you, Inibis, as you hear them say Northern Casatrians. We have others. They've joined. We
Me
have
and
others
her
join
would
us.
both understand
Yes,
that.
you both understand the dialect of Northern Casatrians, and of these four assassin-like members, they all dress in black garbs. One of them has a hood that just barely covers the protruding horns of the telltale signs of a tiefling.
Devin worked so hard trying to be like, no, these guys aren't bad. Now they've proven wrong at every corner.
Not all of them, thank you.
So, I mean, what's your alignment?
So, let's go with initiative scores, please. Can I get a 20 to 25? No?
No.
I expect better. Let's see. 15 to 20?
18.
18.
19.
Okay, what was that?
19.
18, 19.
19.
16.
So, okay, so 19. What's your dex modifier?
Sorry, go first.
Okay, so it's going to be 19 is going to be the good doctor, and then it's going to be Lord Lassar,
I mean, good as
and then 18 was Cloud.
Yeah.
You rolled a 10.
Yep, I rolled a 10.
Okay.
And then Inhibus, because it had 16.
Okay. Innovis was 16. And then Sergio, what was yours?
6.
6.
There's a 9-point difference from her initiative and mine.
Well, it's good to have the healer go last, though.
Always.
Okay. Cool. Let's see what they got.
Natural ones, natural ones.
You know what,
natural
just for
one,
that.
natural one.
No!
This is actually very rarely ever lucky for me. These are the dice that Sheridan got for me, which I love. Yeah, see? I'm worried about nothing. Okay, and then, yep. All right. There you go. Okay. Now, it begins. So, top of the order is going to be the doctor.
I'm going to use a bonus action and cast
Okay.
a spell.
All right.
As I take a cartridge out of my bandolier
Okay.
and put it into my crossbow and quick it into place, and my entire crossbow just starts to frost over, and I take aim at the one closest to us. So it's going to do extra frost damage on top of the bolts.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Rolled a hit. Ooh, that's a natural 18.
That's definitely going to hit.
Alright.
Who are you aiming at?
The one closest to us.
Okay.
And as I just go,
Okay. So he looks over. And they
bolt to the face.
bolt to the face.
So it's 5, 10 points of damage total.
Okay. 10 points of damage. You say? Holy shit.
Yes. That's why I switched my Dex and Con scores.
So Kinky takes, as you whistle to him, he's readying himself. He's looking at how he's surrounded by non-combatants and combatants alike. He locks eyes with you as you just, and all he sees is just this arcane bolt as it just hits him right off in that meaty section right above his clavicle, and he just feels grit his teeth as he starts to see him kind of lock and tense up.
And I say, I believe those belong to us.
Ooh.
It's his fat fucking chance.
Oh.
He says in a harsh foreign tongue, in just with a harsh accent. Okay, cool. Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay, then it goes to Lord Lassar.
I mean, I have so many spells to cast. I have no idea.
So many spells, so little time.
I'm going to cast Rage.
Why'd you have to not ruin my joke? God.
Okay. I mean, I cast
I would like to cast Rage.
I cast Greatsword.
on the puppy.
Too soon, Rylan.
Was that
Yeah, too
an
soon.
inside joke? What the hell are we talking about? Find out
At the
on
YouTube
YouTubes,
channel.
on the YouTube channel.
So I'd like to use my bonus action to Rage, please.
Okay. It's really eat.
Pull out my great axe.
Okay.
How far is the closest one to me?
You are right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Awesome. Run straight for him.
Okay. So you close the distance.
And we're gonna attack.
Okay. And you're going to do that.
Do that then.
Fine.
Fucking do it.
I will.
Okay.
It's 19.
19
No,
hits.
sorry.
Plus some stuff.
26 to hit. Sorry.
26. Okay, just us.
And that's going to be 2. It's going to be 11 points of damage.
11 points. Okay. Nice.
Is that the guy that I shot?
Yes, it is. As he's holding onto the bolt, the frozen bolt that's lodged into his shoulder, looks around just in time to see Lord of the Stars just arc up and just cut, and you see this. You actually get this like jet of spray across your face, matching parallel to the wound that he sustained to his abdomen.
And she's
So-
just like staring at him, smiling.
So as he goes from rage to shock, as he just blinding speed just cut into him.
Those are ours. Fat chance.
Anything else? Okay, there's that. Cloud.
I'm a sneak to the guy next to Pink.
Okay, this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm a
5,
sneak.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yes. And I'm gonna.
Just right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Is his back to me?
No, they're all facing you.
Fuck! Alright,
But
well that
you
sucks.
have advantage because he's because swashbuckler.
Well, I guess I'm still gonna slash
Okay.
with my one dagger.
I think you do have advantage as a swashbuckler.
Nice.
A foe within 5 feet, or
Yeah.
or
It kind of works like sneak attack.
Or if I have a friendly within 5 feet of me too.
either they're
Let's
alone
sneak
or
attack.
you have friendly attack.
Nice.
It's also.
That's an 18 on the die,
No.
18 will hit.
Sneak attack. Okay.
plus
I don't know. I have to look.
stuff.
It might be just sneak attack, but I'll check it.
That's 6 points of damage.
6 points. Not bad.
Plus sneak attack.
Oh shit. Yeah. Hold on. Plus.
1d6.
So
2d6.
2d6.
so 8.
Level 3, it should only be 1d6.
Let's double
I
check
think
that.
it's level 5 that it flips up to 2d6.
Oh, okay.
No. Level 3 is 2d6.
Is it?
2d6.
Looking
Oh
at
shit.
it.
Okay. So,
Alright,
8.
You're playing one dice.
So that's
down the
11
entire
points of damage.
11, that's not bad. Okay,
That's 11.
so, and you were using what now?
My dagger.
Dagger? Okay, so
Yeah.
as
So
you,
just stabby stab.
so you run up, you like, right on the paws, you
Right on the toe
fake,
beams.
yeah, you actually like, you feint him out with with your claws as you're about to arc up, he like, is ready to block for it, and then you twirl your blade and just slash upward. You actually see that you go through his chin, and just hit just a bit of throat on the way out as he
Whoop, whoop.
sprays, but he's still in the fight. So that's that guy. Didn't expect such heavy resistance. Cool. Anything else, Cloud?
Huh?
If you want to disengage, you don't have to take an action to do it.
Nice. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
That means you can move
And I'm gonna move.
5 more feet.
Oh.
Or use your bonus action dash.
Well,
Ye-
she only moved 15 feet. So she's
No,
still...
I moved 25 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, you move 25
Oh,
feet.
gotcha.
You can. Yeah, you do have a bonus action. You can disengage, and with that extra 5 feet, you won't be penalized for it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay, so you disengage as
Yep.
he tries to make just for dramatic sake, he tries to make a slash blindingly out, but he's like too focused on his own wound at his throat. You back up. What would you like to do?
Just right next. Yeah. Sure.
Right there? Okay,
Sure.
cool.
That's fine.
So, all right. Inhibus.
okay. So, first things first, I am going to...
Right.
Am I within
Is there between
120 feet of these assholes?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then some.
Alright, so first things first, I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at the one that is the least amount of hurt.
There are
Nice.
2 that are close.
Chaos Bolt at the one that's least hurt would be these two in the back.
Okay, so I'll go for the one on this side in the back.
This side?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, that may not hit. 8.
8.
Yeah.
I'm afraid doesn't.
Okay, so then...
You release the arcane energy and it goes sailing past the top of the parapet that looks out to the bay.
Okay, and I am using Quicken Spell
Okay.
to cast Scorching Ray.
Holy shit! Nice.
Because I'm gonna fuck some shit up. Oh yeah. I will.
Ready?
Okay.
Scorching Ray. You're
That's
still aiming at
three
the same
separate. I'm aiming at 3 different guys. I'm aiming
Oh.
at green,
guy? Mm-hmm.
orange, and pink.
Okay.
So we have starting with green,
Okay.
10 to hit.
Green. 10 to hit.
Yeah.
Does not.
Okay. That one's a fucking piece of shit die. Then with orange, it's 13 to hit.
13 to hit does. Yes.
does?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. Then it's definitely gonna hit pink too.
Okay.
Okay, so orange is taking lightning damage in the amount of 15 points of damage.
Orange is taking that damage.
Orange is taking that damage.
Holy shit, not looking good.
And then pink is taking fire damage in the amount of 13 points of damage.
Fire damage for pink. Okay. Pink is, as you let out multiple rays, one misses entirely, the other two look over the shoulder to see where it's gone, look back just in time. One is engulfed in flames, actually starts to catch fire, starts to pat himself out, but he looks like he's sustained a lot of burns. The other one, you hear the screams of him as he's thrashing around wildly, panics, drops all his weapons in the process, tries to drop to the ground to essentially put himself out. But the fires take hold of him entirely, and he is no more. So
Woohoo, pink is dead.
Pink is dead.
Yay.
So
Fuck you, Pink.
Did you change the?
Because you take the number on one die, and that's your damage type.
For
And then you
chaos
add,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
alright. Anything else?
Because it's Caitlin.
No, that will be it for my turn.
Sergio.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look back as you fired multiple rays and hit like 2. You need to aim better. And
I try to aim better.
Anubis, Cloud, and Lolasar get the benefit of Bless.
Nice.
That's
Hashtag
a
bless.
D4, yeah?
Yeah, D4.
Nice.
Move me up to next to Lolasar, please.
Something.
Okay.
Yep, Claire's going to Claire.
Next to Laura Lassar.
Yes.
Okay. As you do.
You know, like you do.
Like you do.
Like he does.
Okay, I don't
And
want to be rude, but if I don't pee, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Yeah.
So
No, you sit right there.
You had a bottle right there.
and that's it for my turn.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're trying to tap into multiple markets, sure.
Be fast.
So, and that's
That's
it.
it. Yeah, that's all I can do.
It is okay. It is the crew's turn as you see this gnome look around and say, "All right, go ahead and can one of you guys fire the cannons?" What? How do we do that? All right, I have it from here. As he goes around, you see this little gnome climb on top, aim it. There seems to be some sort of mechanism that two like almost like football field goals that shoot up. As he kind of like turns it in place, puts a spark to the fuse, and then there's just this pause. It starts to whittle away. It seems to do no effect, and then as he's actually launched into the pillar that's behind him, as it just lets out an explosion, just this deafening sound. You guys are rocked with this horrendous ringing in your ears from just the alien loud thunderousness of it. You hear as the cannonball like arcs into the air, and you hear off the distance there is a clattering sound that you can't see from where you're at. So as you hear it worked. Yes. As he starts to order the men to reload another.
It worked. He hasn't been doing this the whole time.
So there wasn't anyone to shoot at just yet.
So they're shooting at us now. That's great. We didn't practice.
Yeah,
No,
so
they're shooting out.
they're shooting out into the bay. So he
I
just
think those
left
are
it.
our guys, and then they're killing everyone else.
Are they your guys? Are they? So
I mean, I'm proficient with firearms. I'll figure this out if I need to kill them.
and as that happens, okay. This we're gonna say for the purposes is spent just for the moment.
That sounds like you're hurt. But
It's okay.
That
It was
sounded painful.
it was just
Maybe
my
you should-
kneecap. It's fine.
You should be a little more careful.
The tiefling is looking at, you see him, the tiefling and his friends are looking intently, trying to figure out how to operate this thing. And then they give up, and he is going to, let's see. So they're going to deal with the main threat. So
Me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15,
Uh-oh.
20, 25, 30.
Not again. God damn it.
Oh, I'm in trouble, guys.
Man, you killed her last time.
5, 10,
I'm in trouble.
15. I know, I just...
Are they all attacking her?
Len just really likes to kill my
Orange
characters.
is going to go first.
There's 3 people there, and they're all attacking one person.
Orange is going to go first. That is going to be... As they draw short swords out, that's going to be a... that's going to hit.
What is
You haven't
it?
rolled yet.
What is it?
It's 23.
God damn it.
That much, whatever you just heard.
I heard 0.
I heard nothing.
No damage.
Nothing.
Yeah.
1 point of damage.
Well, I'm down, guys.
It's
Like,
6
fine.
as it rakes across your chest for 6 piercing damage. You feel that there's a sudden reaction. You're cut, but not that bad, and then you start to feel that it's gone deeper than you realize. Please add another 5 on top of that, so a total of 11.
Ouch.
Okay.
Goes in for the second attack.
They have 2 and 1!
That's gonna miss.
I
Thankfully.
love how we learn from our mistakes, guys. This is great.
Well, we didn't split the party.
Green is going to go for Cloud. That's going to be a natural 1.
So that super misses.
He stabs himself.
So as he stabs out, so Green stabs outward. So you're cut from behind by Orange. As you're doing that, you look over to Green, and you manage to dodge just in time, and you do this whole Neo bullet like slow motion thing, and like you actually lean back, and the blade goes clear across. But then you're met with just a spray of blood as you notice that it's gone in the belly of the man behind you.
Yes.
And not only that, that man is felled.
Oh
I
yeah.
imagine like she threw up her cloak and stepped through the cloak into the guy behind her.
Yeah. You hear your mother tongue, curse out an expletive.
Yes.
What
As
expletive?
then is. I don't know. It's on the
How dare you say that about my mother?
You can't use that word. That's our word.
Yeah.
And banned. That's gonna be a 23 to hit, Cloud.
That hits.
You
Okay.
go block yourself.
Which is going to hit for a very, very vicious 3 piercing damage. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Seeing that you're pretty quick about this, the other guy, the tiefling, is going to aim it for you as well.
Cool. Great. Why the fuck not?
Even with advantage, doesn't succeed.
Woo!
You have pack tactics too?
I
Come on!
They're using flanking, guys. It's been
No, they're not.
it's
No,
yes.
they're not.
What was that?
They're
Well, he wouldn't actually. So no, he would have failed anyway. So, you know what?
So he doesn't hit at all.
I'll do you a solid. Okay, since I rolled twice for that, I'll count that as both of his rolls, so he misses entirely.
Yeah, cheese in the
Then-
system.
So, as that happens, he's going to disengage.
I'm gonna
Bonus action.
kill you, bro.
And he's actually spent all his movement, so that's the farthest he can go.
Well, now he's gonna be surrounded.
So, all right, that ends their turn. You hear the little gnome. Oh, okay. It looks like they're closer than we thought. Yeah.
He looks like we're closer than we
Yes.
thought.
As you start to, as
No.
Closer than we
it's
thought.
canon across both boards. So, now top of the order is going to be the good doctor.
The good
All right.
doctor.
Two-
Doctor.
One's a tiefling and one's just.
Yeah, the tiefling ran behind the pillar. He's
Alright.
the black bottom, and then the, whatever,
I'm
the
gonna
black
move-
base, and then the green one is going the other guy.
I'm gonna move to where I can take a clear shot.
It's in 2 months, guys.
I don't know. I don't know why that was so funny.
No, I don't know what.
Because we're nervous because we're all gonna die.
Yeah, seriously.
No, not all of us are gonna die. Last
I'm
time
gonna die.
Only she died.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna wait till episode 2 at least.
Moving on. What happened?
Go.
I'm gonna move to where I can take a shot
Okay.
on the tiefling.
On the tiefling. Okay.
Yes.
So you are going to 5. Unless you. Okay. Well.
I'll jump over.
Okay, so 5. This is going to be 15, 20, 25, 30.
Clear
Is gonna,
shot?
yeah, that's going to be the clearest shot if you want to stand under the wall.
It's a
Yeah.
clear shot.
All right. I'm just gonna roll to hit. Gonna add my inspiration onto that.
You not have bless? Who has bless?
I don't
Me.
have bless. You guys have
Oh.
bless. So that's 12, 15 to hit.
15
Yes.
hits.
All right. I'm gonna roll frost damage on this. God damn it! Look at that.
Thank you, all natural 20s for doing
Oh,
this.
that's
Some of our new
sucks.
friends.
I got
Thank you,
double
guys.
ones.
That's
Wow.
That's 5 points of damage.
Okay, against the tiefling.
Yes.
So 5 points of damage. Okay, as you manage to skin across his arm, and he holds it in place and like ducks against the pillar, trying to stay out of the way of whatever comes next. Anything else, Doctor?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Before
Does
we
that
move-
reduce his speed at all?
No.
Okay.
It's just extra elemental damage.
Sure. Okay.
Before we move on, I just want to do a quick shout out to the All Natural 20s. They're here.
Yeah. Okay.
Watch their
all
stream. Anyway.
all natural 20s. They're a great show. Please watch them.
Not right now,
Marina.
but watch.
Yeah.
Marina. Yeah. So
Anyway.
follow them on Instagram. So it's going to be Lord Lasar.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So, can I flank anyone? I can't. It's really hard for me to see through the cameras, so I'm gonna need y'all to.
That's fine. No, unfortunately, there's no one that you would be able to. There's no flanking.
Yeah, there's
no
nobody's
one's on
within
the other
5
side.
feet
Yeah,
right
no
now.
one's on the other side.
Well, shit. All right. Well, the closest one to me.
Okay. That is. It's gonna be this guy next to you. Green is looking pretty bad.
All right, so we're gonna attack him.
Actually, green's okay. Green is yet to be hit. But
It's
go
gonna be
ahead.
a 17 plus 8 to hit.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe. I'm not sure. Not this hard.
So it's gonna be. What is that?
What are you looking for?
My laptop charger. For
Didn't you
Give
just
it
plug
to
it in?
no, for the MacBook. It's
Switch them out.
doesn't work that way. Go
I don't
ahead.
know if anybody cares. It's like 11 points of damage.
11 points.
Whatever.
If you care. So it's pretty vicious. Again, your father's blade, not that one. As your father's axe, you actually, so you run out, you close the distance, and
Oh
you
no, sorry.
Go for it.
13.
13. Okay, 13 points of damage, even better. As you put the axe in front of you, use it as crosshairs and just tackle right into him, just push in. You actually hear a crunching sound as his sternum is actually broken in there. There you go.
Nice.
Hey,
So
anything
his
else?
chest just went from this to this.
That's how we do.
Anything else?
No, ZC solid.
Okay. All right. Then it goes to Cloud.
Alright, I'm gonna stabby stab again.
Back
Okay.
up. And now we have an ally.
Remember,
within
guys,
50 feet.
in
Oh, yeah.
Len's home game rule, you guys flanking does count regardless of the
Yeah.
actual size
Yeah.
of the being. So if you want to take advantage of that,
Is it flanking or
What?
I'm trying to figure out if it's sneak attack damage or advantage when you're
Okay,
within 5
so
feet.
if
Sneak
there
attack.
is
Sneak
someone within 5 feet that is your friend, it's sneak attack.
Okay, so,
Oh.
so not an advantage.
Oh!
this is what I think it
doesn't
is.
matter.
What do you mean?
Did you roll a freaking natural 20?
No, I
Two
rolled two
twos.
twos.
Oh fuck!
Shit.
I rolled two twos!
This is why we can't sit next
You
to each
have
other.
less.
Yeah, roll your blast, just to be on the safe side.
What?
Roll
I rolled two.
Bless-
What
bless
is
is-
Bless gonna do?
2
Bless
plus
is a
dex.
yeah. Bless is 1d4. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
it's not gonna do anything.
No, it's not
I
gonna.
mean, your initiative's plus 8.
I'm not adding my.
cool.
I mean, yeah, like.
Anything else, Cloud?
I fucking guess not!
All right.
You're scaring me.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die.
Annabis.
Die.
Okay.
Oh, Cloud, you ran up and stabbed someone. You declared. It's right there.
You
I
just
tried.
could disengage and
You can disengage if you want. You have.
Yeah, but I can
25.
only. Yeah, but.
I mean, it'll make it so he'll attack the other people.
Alright, fine. I'll disengage and.
Where would you like to go?
Just far away from that bad guy.
Like
Just
literally
to-
as far
like-
as possible.
Toward that. I don't know who that is, but towards the towards the winged person.
Okay,
Who
that's
that
gonna
is.
be
That's
Yeah,
me.
There you go.
So
Okay,
we'll
well,
say
sure,
you're right there.
sure.
As you back away behind the very massive bulk of Sergio.
Very
Okay,
massive.
do I have
Massive as he's like.
do I have a clear shot to either one of them?
You. If you get right here, yes.
Okay, then go ahead and move
So
me.
that's gonna be 15 because of the stairs.
Okay, cool. Alright, green.
Green.
I'm gonna hit that motherfucker
Do it.
with Chaos Bolt
Ooh.
because I ain't fucking around no more.
What is Chaos Bolt?
Chaos Bolt. You hurl an undulating, wobbling,
Undulating, wobbling.
massive chaotic energy at one creature within range. Make a range attack. Blah blah blah. So make a range attack.
17 to hit.
Okay.
That hits.
Okay. 17. You said 17 is gonna hit. Also, roll a d8 for me, please.
That's the.
A D8.
Yes, because it also randomly decides what damage type it is.
I already did.
Oh, okay. What?
I rolled a 6, so it's poison damage.
Okay.
9 points damage.
9 points of damage against green. Okay, looking bad. So as you let off this, almost this green, you throw basically Slimer at him, and you just see the it's this almost this vaporous jello just launch out and hit him square across. The poisonous gas cloud just puffs up into his face, and he starts hacking and coughing and wheezing from the damage sustained, and is in bad shape. So, anything else in this?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So Sergio.
Come on. Hey, Sergio, you gotta get us out of here.
Nope, nope, don't be nice.
It's not gonna be the last time I'm gonna say it.
I know. This just means we're gonna start bringing stuff to
Yeah.
large. Okay. No, I'm gonna use Healing Word on Cloud.
Okay. Standing right next to you. So you look over to Cloud and go.
So
"Who you
11.
got?"
Heal yourself for 11.
Yes.
Oh, that's not bad.
I cast it as a second level, by the way. Sorry.
Okay.
Move me next to Lolasar's next to green, right?
What is that?
Yes.
Lolasar's next to green.
Laura Lazar is next screen.
Move me next to her.
Okay.
You're gonna attack Laura Lasar.
How'd you know? No, I'm attacking green.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 11 doesn't hit, does it?
Plus
No.
plus, right?
I'm not
No, you
blessed.
didn't bless yourself.
No.
Hashtag bless.
Nope, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, that's it. So
Thanks, Sergio.
you hear the gnome say, "Reload! We gotta fire another shot!" And as the crew tends to that, and you hear these 4 guys over here. What do we do over here? And he says, "Fire the damn thing!" So they look at the instruction manual and can't make heads or tails of it. It's like,
Oh, you
so
motherfuckers.
as they're looking to and they've only been trained how to pack these things, they don't know how to operate it. So there's that, as he's going to, this little gnome is going to actually 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all of his movement as he lines up another loaded shot. That is going to sail, and if anybody here speaks gnome, you hear just him curse out, "Shit!" If anyone speaks gnome, he's apparently it's not done its what he intended to do.
Not a
was
great shot.
Not a very great shot as he expends that round. They are going to finish loading this one, so that is operational. And that's his turn. Now it goes for the stabby stabbies.
Common Draconic Relish. Oh, I should have been. No.
20 against Laura Lasar.
Dutch.
Common Draconic
Oh, Lord
Relish.
Lasar, they're coming after you this
Laura
time.
Lasar.
Darn.
Let's see.
You fucking moved out of my shot. Bag.
Okay. That's gonna miss even with advantage. As the tiefling strikes out against you. Actually does successfully hit against you, but you feel like this unnatural resilience against your skin that it seems that the weakness of the blow does nothing to you. The other is going to strike for 13.
What kind of damage?
No, to hit.
13 to hit.
Oh, 13 to hit. Oh,
13
no,
piercing?
that doesn't hit.
Okay, it doesn't hit. Okay, as he tries to go strike again and again and does nothing even with advantage, it seems
gonna,
it
like-
has no effect.
Laugh up to the heavens.
As Green,
Whoa.
Green is going to put everything. Green is going to try everything in his power to fare better, and he does. He's going to hit you for that's going to be 20 to hit, not natural. Okay,
I think that.
which connects for. It's going to connect for 9 piercing damage as that finds some vital organ in you, pokes through. Half to 3.
Have to 4.
No, 9. Yeah, half to 4. Yeah, sorry.
You
Don't put words in my mouth. How dare you? Take 5 for that.
I'm just really
Take
bad at
4.
that.
I give you 100% credit for trying on that one.
I'm just a girl. I suck at math.
You know what? Fucking.
Oh my god.
Okay.
If you say that again, I will punch you.
Okay, you know what? Fucking karma, because I rolled natural 20.
I really did. I look at that math, though.
So that's gonna be
Shit, natural 20.
yeah.
That's a lot of dice he's rolling.
Yeah, that's fistful of death right there.
Okay, you take as you get distracted by the tiefling hitting you. Like Green puts everything in it, misses entirely. You're too distracted, so he swooshes over, puts it, cocks it back at his side, and just puts his entire strength, all of his weight, even lifts you up above the ground for 21 damage, reduced down to 11.
10.
10, it would be 10, yeah.
Okay.
What I
I
said?
can math.
I can. So 10 piercing damage, and you're still good, angry, but good. And that's going to be their turn. Top of the order, Doctor.
I'm going to continue moving
Okay.
in this general direction.
Uh,
So until I can get a clear shot.
okay, so 5. You have one right there, actually, if you want to save play.
Not on Green, on the tiefling.
Okay,
So
you're going to actually move back.
I'm going to move 15 feet this way.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, I'll say.
Uh,
No, that's going to be rough.
And then
terrain.
10 more feet this way.
Okay, so this is going to be 10, 20, 25, and then
5 more feet.
Okay, which is not going to give you a clear shot.
Okay, 5 more feet this way.
Okay. This
So I
way?
can just barely get a shot there.
He will have cover.
Alright, then I'll aim for green.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit.
Okay. As you cock another round, fire, and it just, you hear it ping, 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 ricochet against the stone cavernous cave that you guys are in.
Okay.
The cavey cave of caves.
The cave of caves.
Anything else, Doctor?
Bonus action if I can. I'm going to take a look at the cannon.
Okay.
I am proficient in.
Now that you have
Firearms.
a better look at it, go ahead and make a history check. Actually,
Is that a science check?
yeah, I kind of wish there was. No, make a history check for lack of better. Yes. Yeah, are you proficient in history?
Let me see. No, I'm not. There is a +4. No, it doesn't matter. 8.
8?
8 total.
No, this is something that you've seen maybe smaller versions of
I've
this.
seen blueprints.
You've seen
but
blueprints, you've seen smaller maybe prototypes, you've never seen anything this massive. So,
Okay.
giggity. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna stay there and. I'm
That's
just gonna
it.
stay there.
Okay. No, Laura Lassar.
Oh, is it my turn again?
I thought it was.
Doctor? No, you went.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's my turn.
No, because you.
You
You
I
just
took
got
damage,
hit.
I
You took
didn't
damage,
go.
yeah.
Right,
Right.
Cool beans. This one.
What a turnout, guys. Thank you so much. Hello.
Am I being flanked at the moment?
Yes. Oh, and then some.
Wheel it. I'm gonna reckless attack because it doesn't make a difference anyways.
I mean, if you kill him, it will.
This has been going on
And
for
I
like
needed
10
that.
minutes.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 27 to hit.
On who?
I guess
On
it
the
is.
one. Which one looks the least bloody?
The tiefling behind you.
And I'm gonna turn around and just.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
I'm gonna.
You're not gonna pew pew pew.
No, I'm not. Hey.
shut fucking around.
Pew pew pews.
Yeah.
I just
Hey,
I just-
I whip
Oh,
flip.
that's not bad.
This is if babies play D&D. Hey, bump him on the
That's
head.
19 points down.
19
Holy
points.
shit!
Fucking shit. Okay, 19 points of damage against Bleak. The tiefling. Okay, that's scary.
That's
So as you you get hit, you take your blade around and you just do this whirling around, just blinding attack against whatever, and you actually feel it connect, and you see his head snap the other way as it embeds into his neck. And the worst thing of all is he looks up at you, still blinking eyes and still very much alive, but not for long.
Was that plus rage damage?
Oh, 21.
21 points. 21 points.
Did
Hold
I?
on.
Because it's
What'd you
plus.
roll?
I rolled an 11, so plus 6 is.
17. So yeah, 19.
No, it was
That
19.
was
No, I
the-
did add it.
Okay, you did it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Math. All right.
I did plus 8.
Anything
Okay,
else,
that's
Lord
what it
Lassar?
was. Nope, that's it.
Okay. Cloud.
I'm going to finally get into flanking position, you motherfucker. Come, no.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I.
Yeah, no, either way.
Okay.
You'll be standing on a
Well, I was
body.
gonna go to green. I was
Oh.
gonna go around.
Oh, okay, so it's going to be 5.
But is that the tiefling?
This is the tiefling.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'll slash you slash.
Slashy slash.
That guy. I'll use different dice this time. Huh?
You don't get advantage. Or, yeah, she knows it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a fucking idiot.
Yes, I do.
I'm an idiot and I'm stupid and I'm dumb.
That's a
You stole that talk.
22.
Young man, don't
22
let
is gonna
me hear
hit.
you talking like that again.
So cast silence on her. A head is
Oh wait.
How dare you speak that way about my friend?
8 points of damage.
8. Okay. 8 points of damage.
Yep.
All right. With your dagger.
Yes.
Wait a minute, did you take your sneak attack?
Yes.
2d6.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Okay. As.
I rolled a 5, a 1, and a 2.
Okay.
Ah, gotcha.
So
So as you see, you run up to the skiff-room, you see that there's an axe embedded halfway in. You see that he's still tense and still seems to be alive. You take your dagger and you actually just finish the job for Lord Lassar. As you connect on the other side of the neck and the head just rolls
Yay.
off. And the only sound to be made is the gurgle of blood and the shink of both of your weapons just matching against each other and meeting in the middle as he is dead.
He twitched. That's because he has my axe and his central nervous system.
Okay, Cloud. Anything else? Okay. You also can dash if you'd like, or disengage for the bonus action.
Doesn't need
No.
to disengage.
I don't really.
Sure. And Inhibus.
Okie dokie. Do I have a shot at green or no?
Yeah.
You know what? Move me where I'm gonna have a good shot.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is your full movement as you go across. You even do like a football practice roll around the pillar.
I just imagine her crouching.
Go sports ball!
Do the thing to get the points.
I mean, that's what I did.
Okay. This one is going to be Firebolt
Okay.
and 19 to hit,
Hits.
and that is 7 points of damage.
7 points of fire damage
Yes, it goes.
against green. Ew. How does he end?
In a big puff of.
So
Oh no.
as you charge it up,
You know, right next to the gunpowder and cannons.
Sure. Nope, I was aiming directly at the bad guy.
it's fine. You're good. You're good.
Do not do
so
that.
As you launch just this torrent of just fire. It arcs to triple its size what it would normally be coned against him. You don't see an outline so much as you just see a silhouette that is engulfed in the flame, and just the silhouette starts to become less and less and less of itself as it starts to seemingly from your vision implode, but what really happens is it just starts to ash away on the other side, floats to the wind, carried off to as a smoke signal, a foreboding against the would-be intruders of Bastion. And the situation is seemingly calm for now, as the gnome says, "All right, you guys, I need you to go ahead and pack another one in here. All right, those apparatuses there are nice and loaded. If you want to get behind one and try your best."
I'm gonna duck behind that one and see if I can figure it out.
Okay, Brent, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'll duck behind the one in the middle.
Okay.
Fuck it.
All right.
Here.
Duck behind this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then anybody else going to try to?
Wait, is Green dead?
Green
Yeah, he's dead.
is dead.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
And
just
for the sake of
fireballed
argument,
him to death.
I'll just take him off.
Okay, I'll either help somebody out or I'll
So you actually hear a pair of the four guys off to the far left. So like,
I'm gonna go
So
over.
you're like-
I'm gonna go over to the
Yeah.
to the four.
As you look up to them, you see that they are in fact looking at instructions, and it looks like there were written instructions, and that they're actually drawn, like simplified, like IKEA furniture, and they still just can't make heads or tails of it.
Can I make like a check to see if I can do it?
Sure. Go ahead and make.
Oh no, you killed Annabelle.
What the fuck, man?
Kill it.
Okay. This one is by this time reloaded.
You used the wrong character for Cloud again.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm a thing. Okay.
No. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. Lord Lassar.
Fine.
Okay.
We're still
Lord Lassar and
taking
Sergio, would you like to try?
Laura Lassar is still raging at the moment, so she's trying to calm herself down.
Okay.
So
Okay. Sergio.
Well, considering I was going to heal her, then move to a cannon.
Okay.
But I rolled shield for 12.
So, as you guys see, as you guys look out over the parapets where these cannons are looking out, thank you, Paul. You guys see that There were a few ships that were taken out, a few keelboats and such, but the numbers have been reduced now to now what seems to be 5 full vessels. The long ships are still in place, and then you still have 3 of the smaller keelboats in some, as they are now forming this like almost this quasi kind of like duck wing kind of like pattern. As they're closing in, you start to see now that you have a closer look that they are fully boarded with many members.
What do we roll to fire them?
Yeah, what can I...
So you want to try to figure these things out?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so go ahead, and I would like you to make just a intelligence check for me. Just a standard, just use your intelligence modifier.
God damn it.
Oh, my intelligence is... Oh, okay, yeah, it's actually... Ooh, 19.
If you're at a cannon, go ahead and use that. So Sergio, taking this one. So as you try to go to the one next to the gnome, he says, "No, go the other one. This one's mine."
I would just move to that one.
Sure.
21. on my
21.
intelligence.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay.
19.
19.
23.
Okay. All of you guys are like, okay, I got this. Like, so you saw some of the workers actually packing something in. You assume that's the projectile. You know that there's. You saw the gnome actually light a fuse, and that seems to be. You were able to like flip this top button, which forms the crosshairs at the very top, and this thing just needs a light, which you see flint attached nearby or something like that, where you can just grab it and
Click.
this one. So you do the whole like thumbs up BB-8.
Click.
So
I want to do actually something kind of special.
what do you do?
I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to take one of my vials. I'm going to put it into the igniter to see if I can kind of jury-rig this into a fire-based...
You're gonna blow us all up.
I'm taking some of my alchemy stuff
Okay.
that I use for what I've been doing with my crossbow.
Sure.
I want to see if I can add a fire effect onto the cannonball when it's fired.
Make an Arcana check.
Fuck. 7 plus 6.
Decent, but you're
13.
you could wrap your head around it, but now's not the time, and you're pretty sure whatever you're going to try is going to get eaten by the actual explosion of the gunpowder. So, no time to like test it out.
Okay.
You decide
For another
to,
time.
Yeah, you decide to opt with caution. So, if you are at a cannon,
Yes.
go ahead and I need you to make a dexterity check.
Ooh, yeah.
You're going to make just a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Having never operated what maybe some of you guys have heard rumors about.
Just random thing. This is the dexterity check to fire it, right?
Yes.
I
Could you
am.
possibly use intelligence, considering aiming a siege weapon requires more tactical than just reflex shooting?
I'll allow that. In fact, I'll let you trade either. Let you make a dexterity check, or I'll let you go intelligence.
Not gonna fucking help me any either goddamn way.
Okay.
17?
17. Okay.
I am proficient in firearms.
Okay.
Would that help me at all here?
I'll let you add your proficiency modifier to it.
Okay. It's still at disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
So
6.
6. Okay.
16.
16.
17.
17.
That would have been.
I'm still rolling.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall on my ass.
So that is...
So I also need to know which vessels you guys are aiming for. So we'll say
Okay.
Should we...
in a pattern. So the 2 long ships, all of these have sustained pretty heavy damage, but they seem to be in a quasi kind of like pattern this way. The kill ships are just a little faster.
I would have been aiming for a long ship.
I'm gonna
Okay.
aim for the middle one.
Okay.
I'm going to aim for kill ship in the...
Kill ships and
I'm
launch ships.
probably not going to hit anyway, but I'm going to try and make it to... Hit it in a way to steer it into one of the other ships. I don't know if that'll work, but that's what I'm aiming to do.
Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled a total of 13.
Okay. I'd let you do it with a disadvantage to your roll.
I already rolled at disadvantage.
Okay. No, what I mean with a -5 penalty.
Well, didn't didn't even hit.
Yeah, so it doesn't. Okay. So as you fire, you try to, and you just see it. You guys hear the whizzing sound of the artillery, and it just hits water. Plunk. Sergio, Cloud, you line it up, either through your mechanical mind or through your just natural precision. You get a good handle of it. You see there's the whizzing sound. And what vessel were you aiming at?
One of the long ships, one of like the bigger, maybe like this one.
This one, okay. And then Sergio, which one were you aiming for?
Yeah. He was aiming for one of the kill ships. One of
Okay. For one of the kill ships in the middle? Okay.
And you?
Oh, I was aiming for the one in the very center.
Okay. You miss, unfortunately, as do you. Sergio, and as you're aiming for one of the long ships, and it connects.
Nice.
As does Sergio.
You were going for one of the kill ships, right?
I'm going for one of the long ships.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was going for a long ship.
A long ship? Which one?
The one on the right.
Okay, this
So
one right
he
here?
and I were both aiming for the same
one.
Yep.
Okay. So having both connected, I need you two, and you're gonna fucking love this part.
Yes.
Okay.
What the hell are your dice?
Told you.
As I'm getting the mechanics for you guys, I just had them up.
Roll 5 d12s.
Oh no, it's better than that.
Ooh.
20 d20s.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you guys to roll 20 d100s.
What is this? A Zartan Binary?
Welcome back to second edition.
Where everything is against
90.
the players.
Are you rolling d100?
27.
Okay.
That's dead.
72.
Okay. I need you guys to roll 8d10.
8
Yes.
Hey, since this was an attack roll, you got your bless on it.
I need to get.
I mean, that would be to hit, not the damage.
But still.
You want one of mine?
Nope. Oh, fuck it.
Wow, that's a lot of zeros. 46.
56.
56 points of damage. Okay.
56
Nice.
points of damage.
And I did 46.
Against the same ship.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's what we need to do from now on.
Just fire cannons.
At the same ship.
That's what I think it was a good idea that we shot at the same ship. We
I would have
can get rid of
delayed
the
it.
whole
I would have
ship.
delayed and said I would have targeted the same ship. So.
Okay. Remind me of the scores one more time.
56.
56?
And 46.
46, okay.
Trying to
Alright.
get that out of my head.
It's pretty bad.
You.
It's already on the way out. It looks like one more go, successful go, will probably do the trick. As you guys have now know what you're up against, know what's in store if should they land, and you're getting a good feel for the battle. You know that they're probably about maybe 5 more rounds away. So this
So
ends
can-
one round, and that now that that's expended, go ahead.
Are we doing it like? Are we re?
Since there's so much equipment that goes actually packing into these things, and there's a proper procedure, it takes one full round for you guys for these things to be able to roll out. Yes.
Okay.
Now that I've calmed myself down enough, can I just dedicate myself to loading while we fire?
Yes.
Would that help?
So,
Speed that up?
That gnome did fire.
it would help get everything back up in there. Oh yeah, the gnome didn't fire actually. I'm gonna say he's gonna go for the one that you guys wanted. That's a natural fucking 20.
Woo! So that's 20 d10? No, would you say 8 d10?
8.
So it's 16 d10.
Yeah.
16 d10. Holy fuck. Okay.
I think we can safely say that
It's
if it
gonna-
was close.
Yeah. 16 probably, if it's on average between 40 and 50, so you notice that one shot actually land and you see it, it crack in the middle, and you start to actually see it take on water fast as multiple men are start to screen out or abandon ship, and it just released below. Now, the rest of Bastian gets to actually. So you guys are going to take your turn actually loading these things up.
Yep.
I will, for the sake of brevity, you guys are instructed. So the gnome says, "All right, okay, this is what you do. You pack the powder first." And like he's like leaning it. Then the actual big ball there, you're just gonna go ahead and put that in after the fact, and goes through the primer and like all the other. I'm sorry guys, I don't know how actual cannons work, so I'm just using terminology.
You're pretty close.
Someone will tell you.
Yeah, so the internet we on me.
How many cannons are there?
5 total.
5. Okay. During the packing turn.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's pretty much all of us from except
Yeah,
for
I'll
Bulbasaur.
take. Well, I don't know if it would be more beneficial to have the gnome take over like the packing of the.
He can
cannon.
direct. It's a lot of. That's why he had a crew, and you guys are seemingly replacing the men that were put to the sword. So this is a big process trying to load these.
I'm trying to. I don't know. Like, where's my time more like better spent?
Honestly, to get everything up and running, you guys, this would be a team effort.
Okay.
So it's you guys are going to absorb one round, trying to get these things repacked and ready to fire again. They're big weapons. So go ahead. As that happens, Bastian releases another barrage of ballistas. That happens, you see one of the front keel boat actually begin to take on water and drift down slowly and slowly and slowly as it starts to just make a diagonal trajectory into the depth below and sinks.
Nice.
So, as multiple ballistas have just ripped through the actual hull of the ship, and it goes down. You guys are ready to fire again.
Okay. Still at
Is
disadvantage?
this a disadvantage again?
Knowing how this fires now, you guys have just regular attacks. Go ahead and make a intelligence check or a dexterity, whatever is higher for you.
Okay, who's firing the one closest to me? Because in between, I'm going to try something.
Decent that time.
This one right here, the Nomus.
Oh,
You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to walk
I'm
up.
still.
Because at this point, Bless is going to drop.
Oh.
Y'all no longer have Bless.
Okay.
After or before?
Before. This is right immediately after
Never
packing.
mind, you don't have bless anymore.
Magic
well,
weapon
I'm
on
gonna-
his.
On the
On
Nomus?
Gnomes, yeah.
Okay.
Does it look like it took?
What you're using magic weapon against it?
Yeah. It
You
just
know
makes it
what?
a +1.
You know what? Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. I just thought I'd go back to mine and aim and fire.
So
Because that's a bonus action.
Cool.
I'm going to take my bonus action since I'm not firing.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on
Cloud.
yes.
And and what does that sound like, or how does that go?
So Laura Lasar's just in the background. She pulls out her lyre and she starts strumming it, and she's singing at the moment. I'm not gonna sing. I will spare you all the details.
So,
And that's a D6?
Yes.
never invite Stephanie to karaoke.
Hey,
Or invite her
I
to
do
that.
an amazing rendition of Barbie Girl.
I've never heard you
I do
sing,
Ken
so-
Durden. It's great.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's the next volley. Go at have you already fired?
Long
You
ship.
fired?
I rolled.
Long ship? Your long ship? You
Long
roll
ship.
long ship?
I missed.
Okay.
I rolled an 18,
Okay.
so for, I don't know, maybe it's still the other long ship.
Okay. So all of you guys are aiming for the long ship now.
Wait, we're all aiming for the long ship?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not. I'm gonna aim for one of the smaller ones.
Well,
Okay.
okay. You know 2 of our shots didn't take it out. But, okay.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Okay.
I mean,
so
she
long
didn't
ship.
know when we were all firing.
All right. So that's going to be
13.
What was your score?
19,
16.
16,
19.
19,
18.
18. All connect. Would you please roll 8d10?
Jesus Christ.
That looks fun, you guys. Can I try?
Just keep trying, man.
If you need an extra D10, I've collected all mine.
Oh my god, I lost count.
Sorry.
It's a lot of dice.
I got the meaning of life.
42.
Yes.
Nerd.
Proud of it.
Naomi.
I got 53.
53, okay. Nice.
No, I got 42.
42, okay, 42, 53, okay.
48.
48, okay.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Thank Naomi. I just
Thank
delegated.
you.
Okay. So that happens. Bastion is going to go for their next block. That will connect. Damage again. We just had it. Where did it go? There it is.
I think that was Len squealing.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
I do weird things with my mouth.
I mean,
If we really want to know.
I mean, Mindy would know. So.
So that's okay. That connects beautifully, and then they're getting second round. They close in. This is the last. You guys repack, resettle. You guys are allowed one more space before they land. The long ship is
It's still intact.
still intact, but
Jesus
just
Christ.
barely. It looks like it is taking on water, but it will make it to the docks. With this said, you guys hear a thunderous roar, a familiar voice, but echo out through the use of thaumaturgy. It says, they will not take our lands. We will turn the blue of our waters blood red. Give them everything. Fire everything we have. As you guys are given inspiration, you guys may now fire with advantage.
Yay!
Oh, that's so much better.
Is that the answer? Is that
Yeah, he
Okay.
gives you guys this, and you guys feel this anger,
Oh my
but it's weird. You guys feel this rage, and you guys have all experienced this like rage of some kind or other. But there's a clarity that comes with it, a narrow focus as you guys just
That's better.
launch
Did
it.
the gnome fire last time?
He did actually, yeah.
Okay.
With his magical weapon?
No, he didn't actually.
I was like, yeah, thank you.
Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty fucking vicious. It looks like one shot will do for the long ship now. So if you guys want,
I'm aiming for the one ship.
Okay.
I know
That's
what hit.
fine. I'm aiming for one of the little tiny.
the keel boats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim for the one in the center then.
Okay.
I hit.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
did I hit
What are the damages?
18.
well? If
Okay,
we're-
raise your hand if you got a natural 20.
Holy fuck. Okay.
Okay, I just didn't know. It's because I'll never be able to do this again.
Oh, that was opposite.
39 points of damage to yon little ship on this side.
Okay. 39 points. Okay.
Yep.
That's nice. Bastion is going to fire its volume. Do very well for itself. Alright, do very, very well for itself. That's going to be at least 30 points of damage. Let's go ahead.
48 points of damage.
Against one of the keel boats. Okay. As
I
you're
credit.
still
I'm rolling this.
Okay.
41 points of damage.
Nice. Luckily, they've been whittled down and severely damaged along the way.
Oh,
Oh shit! You're still tallying up score?
118.
Holy fuck. Okay.
And she watched every single one
Yep.
of those too.
That was really good. You rolled a lot of times.
Okay. Collectively, guys, how do they end?
Boom!
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of screaming, drowning, death. Well, drowning
we
is kind of silent.
turn the sea red, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see red. So, you guys, go ahead.
I wanted to do
Add
what
some flair.
I wanted to do originally, where I break the mast of one and it
Yeah.
catches the wind and it crashes into the other
So you
ships.
basically Rogue One it.
Basically.
As you guys fire, there's just peppered and peppered. One keelboat actually just sinks like a rock below. The longships actually start to hold on to the last, but it's starting to veer off as the kill ship. It lines up with the keelboat. It lines it up perfectly for a shot that sends it down below. It sinks, and the longship is the last ship. It's just successfully against land, but
Wow.
then starts to like sink and drift backwards as men are starting to pile out of the ship. Not in an invasion, but more of a hurry and a panic to get off this sinking vessel. You guys hear, as that happens, you see.
Well, I have a quick question.
Go for it.
We can see them from like the edge, right?
Yes, you can.
How far up are we from them?
At least 100 feet, give or take.
Motherfucker!
At least.
Before you do that, you hear. So you hear. Stir the hornet's nest,
Oh,
and you see. Yes, sir, Mr. Rock, sir. As the gnome goes to the side, and you see that there's this elongated pipe with what seems to be the kind of the tip, the reed of a musical instrument, like almost looks like a giant horn. As he puts everything into it, it does nothing. You actually see him comically.
I'm
loses his
gonna,
breath.
can I go and help him?
You go for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like walk him, push him
To the
aside.
horn?
and just-
Okay. Go for it. Make a Constitution check for me, please. Because you have to summon up like the actual air and reserves in you to.
That's a non-natural 20.
Okay. And following your father's orders, and who better to carry them out, you blow into this horn, this massive horn that's actually built into the structure of the wall itself, and releases a very sickening, disheartening sound. It's not so much of a horn as it sounds like it goes through this funnel way. It sounds haunting, and it legitimately sounds like a giant swarm of like hornets. As you hear that, you see multiple people poking out of various different ships that are adorned to the actual side of Bastian's Bay. You see whoever can from the top. You're seeing peasants rise out of nowhere. Everybody like steps away from the ballista. They draw bows, and you're seeing just people do whatever they can, either launch from arrows from actual bow shots, or they're launching strings. You see like peasants throwing rocks, pots and pans, anything at the now drowning surviving members of this invasion force into the water. And you guys are ordered to let loose.
all right.
I'm joining in with my bow.
Okay, as you guys take pot shots off.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess. Do I have
You
a?
know what?
Probably have a short.
I
a
do.
bow.
I do.
I have a bow. I'll just use that.
Yeah, I have a short bow.
You also have fire bolts.
I do have fire bolts.
All
I'll
right.
throw fire.
I don't have.
Fuck it.
In the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Just boil
for
water.
dramatic sake, you guys follow up with whatever tack of your choice. You line up the shots, and this place turns into a falling snow globe of debris as the entire bay is just lit with trash of arrows and rocks and actual debris and just anything, as the survivors are just pelted. Some try to actually use boards and such like that from the ship.
Those are
places
the ones
to
that
like
I'm aiming at.
Good. You start taking them out. They light a flame, and you see like hands release and the boards. You see hands like actually like throw up as they begin to drown underneath the debris of the fallen ships. You're seeing just men that have actually successfully made it to shore, just be pelted by rocks, hit with an arrow, and fall dead on the docks. As there is just a cacophony, the scream that's echoing out, funneling upwards as you guys hear the dying sounds of this would-be invasion force of what some 50 plus men. And as they don't go quietly, nor do they go quickly. And with that, we're going to take a break. So bear with us, guys. We'll give us a little less than 10 minutes, and we'll be right back.
Quick
And
shout out to Enstock. Dude, thank you for showing up.
Yeah, Enstock, thank you guys for being here. We have a lot of our friends here. Thank you guys. Thank you for,
We love you.
we love you so much for joining us on this episode. Our relaunch of Natural One. We're back. We're back, baby.
Yes!
So yeah, so we're not going anywhere just yet. We're going to break real quick. Just give us 10 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. We'll be right back. We'll see you guys very, very soon.
I don't trust you.
Oh shit! Why is it? See, that's what I get. Karma
Okay.
comes
So,
around.
um,
Hi guys.
We're talking about anything.
We're talking
No,
about
nothing at all.
anything that
Yeah, no, we don't talk about
just
the
talking
things.
about firefighters
Yeah.
I played an awesome firefighter.
once
I didn't play it.
before
actually.
the accident.
So I
Before the
did.
accident.
So while I'm getting this taken care of, side note, I did play a firefighter in a school play, but we were poor and had no budget, so they dressed me up like a construction worker.
What's the difference? It's just a different letter of the YMCA.
And I was actually singing that in my head.
Someone please clip that.
To stay at the
Fucking
Y. Oh my god.
Okay, we're back. Hi guys. Well, thank you for being with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. What a fucking turnout. We love you guys. If you just missed it or just tuned in, there were a whole armada of refugees just looking for a new place to live.
Yeah,
And we fucked
bullshit.
them.
Yeah.
We fucked him over hard.
Oh yeah.
Go fuck
yeah.
yourself, Chris.
Yeah. Fuck
Just more inside jokes.
That's not on the YouTube.
But it could be.
Yes, but it could be. It will be.
Demonetized.
Anyway, yeah, right. Thank you guys. But no, when we had an invasion force threatening to take off the very weakened Bastion, but Bastion was not as weak as it would seem, as it turned the tide around and sent this invasion, this amphibious landing to the depths below.
Get it, guys? Like the title of the episode.
I love when they use the title. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. So yeah, and any survivors that would make it off the ship. Is there something in chat? Did I miss something? Anyway, any survivors?
Just smile like.
No, you are not allowed.
No, it's suspicious when you do. See? How do you trust that face? No, let's
trust
get
that
back. Let's
face.
get back and.
Focus, Len.
I can't.
So we just finished.
Squirrels.
You
totally
just
owning
slaughtered,
those ships.
fucking owning an
Did you see that
amphibious
360
landing.
no scope I did? I totally owned.
Oh, baby, a triple!
No.
Rylan knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so, and any survivors then were
Picked off by
picked
Firebolt.
off one by one, as you guys are essentially left. Yeah, the city quiets itself down for a moment, and then you hear just a roar of, and since it's not so populated and a lot of people didn't lend their efforts to this because Bastion's on its last leg, it's a triumphant roar that's done by the denizens of Bastion, but it is it's not a unified one. It's mixed. There are sounds from different people that are not not human. That it just sounds discordant, but it is jubilant nonetheless as people are celebrating the victory. So
There's something I want to do.
go for it.
I want to look over these bodies of the guys that snuck in here.
Oh yeah, no, we're totally looting the fucking bodies.
I don't mean so much as loot, but just like,
Who,
how did they get in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like all the way up here?
So you guys you start looking through their body. Go ahead and I need either one of you guys to make an investigation check with advantage, or two of you guys just roll normally.
Let everyone look at me.
Because I got a +0.
I only
Let
have
me
a
check
+1.
mine. For investigation?
Investigation. I have a
Investigation.
+4.
Okay, so you should probably.
I
do
only have a
advantage.
+2.
Yeah, so you should do
Go ahead.
Advantage?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I'm looking out over the bay at the slaughter.
Ooh. I got a 14 and a 15, so that's 19.
Okay, 19. You find two things of note. You find that they are each and every one of them adorned with a specific tattoo. I won't. I'll spare you the details as two of you guys are very.
Recognize
details.
the tattoo?
Well, yeah, was that? Oh, yeah, instantly. I'll spare you the trouble of rolling anything to decipher it, as two of you guys are two of you, both Cloud and Inibus, are very familiar with the banner of Warlord Blood.
Oh, sons
Ruler,
of bitch.
now Warlord and ruler of Alzerhawk, the capital city of the Luminarith to the south.
It's this goddamn guy again. Of course, it's got to be.
Is it on...
The symbol itself is an actual, what looks to be like an actual drop of blood. It is in red. It's a drop of blood, and it looks like there's a splatter effect that form kind of wings at the top. So it kind of looks like almost like a grappling hook, but it's like this splatter.
Well, and are they
Creepy clown noises. The clowns are attacking.
And are they were they like human? What were they?
One of them was a tiefling.
Three of them were human. One of them
So there was only one tiefling.
well, there was only one tiefling amongst them.
I do want to take a look at the tiefling. Like, I want to take a close look at the tiefling and see if I recognize him.
Grab my horns. Do you know this man?
They don't all know each other.
She was asking if she knew him.
Make a. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a high DC, but I will allow you to make it. Go ahead and make a history check.
He's. Nope. Nope. That was a 6. Nope.
Either because too much time has passed, or you just didn't stand out. You don't recognize this man in particular. You do know, both of you do know that tieflings are the top tier of the Empire.
The master race of
Yes.
that particular.
Pretty much. I didn't want to use such terminology, but they are.
But it
for,
is.
for all
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, everything secondary to a tiefling is second citizen too. Only tieflings can hold positions of power and authority. They're the only ones that can actually have any lordship. They are the top tier of the society. So,
How did they get up here?
I'm gonna question the crew on that.
okay. So,
It's like these guys just showed up. They didn't. You suspected anything until they were stabbing you?
So they you see that they've actually made it up here on their own, and they took out 1/3 of my crew, and they attempted to kill the rest. I'm assuming that this was an attempt to sabotage this. And you get a good look at this gnome. He's just covered, and it's hard to get kind of a good gauge of his skin color because it's just covered with blackened soot of the gunpowder. You see that he wears a heavy apron, leather apron and leather gloves. The apron itself has multiple different tools, both for cleaning and fixing any repairs on the actual cannons themselves. You see that he wears very simple workers' clothes, as he's So as he carries, he has rather kind of big pointy ears, but they're more fat, kind of almost like a Ferengi. But pointed at the very top. He has a full coverage of hair, but it's wispy and very, very thin to the point where it looks almost bald from a distance. And he has a very bulbous nose. As he's looking up to you guys, he's a tiny, tiny gnome, maybe 3 something in feet.
How did they? You say it's an attempt of sabotage, but where did they come from?
Well, I assume that they're coming from the south there.
I mean, what entrance?
Oh, they came from the main entrance. You see, I'm just tasked with managing all of this. I don't know where they've actually come from into the city now.
So they snuck right by you?
They've stuck into the city, and it's not surprising. A lot of the scouts in the city have discovered quite a few people that have made some infiltrations. They've noticed all sorts of disturbing manners. Tieflings are hard to come by, but we've caught a few. Not surprising. And then occasionally, once in a while, they catch glimpse of an imp, but haven't seen any of them.
Oh, I killed the imp. It's gone now. Don't worry about that.
There's
Oh,
probably more than
And
just
then I'm
one.
gonna walk over to him and pick him up by his apron.
okay, they are.
Are you the one that's scaring the kobolds?
What?
The one that makes the boom.
Oh yeah. Well, you see, me and those guys just have a tiny bit of disagreement there.
About what?
My breathing?
They don't like your breathing?
Oh yeah, kobolds and gnomes. Long history of just not getting along there. Just two sparks just not connecting.
I have a question.
How far do you think I can chuck gnome?
Before
No, I wouldn't do that. I have some authority with Mr. Rock there.
He's clearly helpful. We made an agreement with the kobolds. We can come to an agreement with.
What
the
sort of
gnome.
agreement did you make there?
They want us to kill you.
Or
Oh,
get rid
okay.
of me.
Well,
Or just make you go away.
okay. Well,
Just one or the
well,
other.
I can't go away because even if I wanted to, and I'm going to have to protest on the first one,
The cannons aren't going to stop, and that's what the kobolds hate.
and I'm the only one that knows how to fully clean and operate them. So yeah.
Let's say while they're doing this interrogation. No, I'm going through a cannon and looking and seeing.
How it operates. Oh, okay. Well, those are going to have to just be refitted and redone.
Clank.
Okay. Well, there's that.
What do you think?
What do I do with it?
We're going to have to leave him. We can't.
Well, the kobolds want to serve whoever's in charge of Bastion. My
Okay, well,
father's
that-
in charge of Bastion.
Oh, that's your father.
The gnome works for my father. Therefore, if the kobolds want to work for my father, they are going to have to be okay with.
This seems
Am I
like
understanding this?
I mean,
An
I could
HR
just throw
thing.
him over the edge real quick and nobody would be
No.
the wiser.
But I
Yeah,
like the
I'm
boom.
going to have to second.
Except for the 10 other people in this room right now.
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't say anything, would you?
I'm sure they would.
I mean, I would have to.
But
It's
We can come to an agreement with the kobolds. He works for the person in charge.
fine, and I drop him.
And he trips and falls out the window.
No. Oh, there. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. I'm hitting every ship on the way down.
Foot.
Okay.
Foot.
So, you guys.
Who put this characters collection here?
What a lovely teapot.
So, you guys, you let him go?
yep.
I dropped him
Okay. Okay. Well, good. Good there.
from like almost 6 feet up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's going to be sore tomorrow.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's a dangerous city.
To be fair, we made the agreement with the kobolds before we met you.
Well, I can understand in a business arrangement made early in advance and how I wasn't able to beat them to it. I'm sure I can come up with a counteroffer if it came to it, and I'm sure
An
eventually
army
will.
of slaves.
What?
That's basically what the kobolds would be.
Well, yeah.
Cloud does not like that word.
Well, that's the word for it.
An army of loyal followers.
They're basically slaves.
They want to work. It is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yes, we give them housing and food and supplies.
Why
And
does
they
group
work for us. That's slavery.
Why does group worry about this now?
Okay, so kobolds ask us to get rid of gnome that makes loud booms, yes? I saw gnome makes loud booms.
Well, we made loud booms as well. We use the cannons as well.
Yeah, this is yeah. No one was supposed to know about this here. Just Jasar had taken it off some other lord's hands a while ago, and off of a ship, and has made this, kind of its home there. I was tasked to. I've been here for some time, trying to ascertain how they work, and maybe even try to replicate them or some other devices.
This is useful to know. A group cannot get rid of little man.
No, we certainly don't intend to.
I'm with the beautiful cat lady there.
Who are you?
I
What's your
like
name?
you, little man. What's your name?
Yes, sir.
That's
No.
your name?
No, it's Cornelius Yesser.
Cloud will. Cloud.
Yesir. Yes, sir.
Cloud will
Okay,
call
so
you.
I cannot say a word like you do, so can I just call you Corny, please?
Well, a fair few women have in my time, so I don't think I can make any
Okay,
distinction.
never mind. You will be small man.
You and me both.
Well, I mean, it's appropriate, I guess. So, yeah, I have a lot of work to do, and bearing that no one tries to kill us again, I would say the battle's over.
now.
What do you want us to do with bodies?
Well, I don't right say, so I would guess I would leave that up to your father there, Princess Lady, or however you want to be addressed.
Princess.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the
Who's the
number is.
princess here?
He just called you princess.
I mean no offense, but
I thought he was calling you princess.
I would certainly fucking hope not.
Oh,
I'm Lorla. You can call me Lorla.
okay. Well, pleasure to meet you, Laura.
I'm not a princess. My sister's a princess.
Princess.
Oh,
It's
Cornelius.
just slavery with extra steps.
Thank you.
Anyway, so he says, "Well, okay. If you want to dispose of the bodies, or I don't really care. I don't have use for them." In fact.
I'm gonna rifle pockets
Okay.
and then start throwing bad guys over the edge into the
They just fall
water.
like 2 feet.
Yeah,
They land on the
funny enough-
roof of the inn.
So as you start tossing them, you toss one body and you hear just a very quick thud as it's hit
look over
the.
the edge.
You look over the edge and it's the balcony of or the what's it called, the outstretching kind of platform that sits right outside of the Siren Song
Oh,
Tavern.
whoops. Okay, bad place to throw bodies. We need to find different place.
That's not our job.
Where? I need to speak to my father.
I need to see some warlords about a slave army.
Yeah, if you could just tell them that I often left the city. I saw the error of my ways.
How will they tell between you and another gnome? Have they seen you?
There aren't a lot of gnomes here, and Jasar made that a point. You see, there are two.
That's true.
Yeah. Jasar wanted to keep them nice and happy, and I'm the only one that's been put in charge of watching over these blasted things.
Where did you come from?
Oh, I'm from.
That's a weird place. Sound it out.
Use your
God damn
words.
it. No, he has a place. There's an actual.
He has a place, okay.
Yes,
Everyone
he
has a place.
Sounds like 2 words. It's a city in the. He does name the city that's in the. I swear I'm not just building for. I'm not just talking for time. He mentions it's in Illendale.
It's called
I'm
Mini
gonna look it up.
Sea Court.
It's called.
Before
Gnome world.
I'm gonna there is a gnome city, fuckers. Like, I'm not gonna pull up my
I'm sure there is, but
You know what? We're
Land.
gonna sit here and wait till I pull up the map.
no.
Get to work.
Good Name.
Gnome
I hate all of you so much.
We love you.
I mean, it's
We
all
wouldn't-
deserved hate.
We
Love
wouldn't
is not
abuse
supposed-
you if you didn't deserve
Love
it.
is not supposed to hurt. There we go. He's pulling it up now. Thank you very much. No, I don't fucking freak. God
That's
damn it. I'm not reader. No. Anyway, no regarded. Yes, we're gonna go.
No
regard.
No,
No.
God.
That's
We're
World
not
of
gonna go with
Warcraft.
that. And sued. Anyway, so he gives you a city.
Wow, I've never been there. How is it this time of year?
I'm not gonna because I don't want to just make up a name on the fly and then have to resurrect. There is a
So-
city. Trust me on this. Anyway, but it's a continent away. Fucking forgive me.
I've never heard of
So
it.
why did you come here?
This is.
Especially when everyone is leaving.
I was on my way traveling. You see, I was on my way to Hawkins. You know, I was gonna make my fortune along with that.
You knew that city.
Gertrude dies. So
My heart.
he says I was on my way to Hawkins. You see, like a number of my party, and we were boarded, taken, and a lot of us slaughtered. Some of us put to work. Some of us
Slave army.
That actually sounds familiar. Who took your ship?
Who took my ship? The none other than the pirating denizens of Bastion.
Okay,
And
but
I'm like
which one?
slinking away a little bit.
Was it Asha? Was it Asha's crew? Asa's. I don't know. The anchor.
Plaza.
So he says, gentleman, blue of skin, the anchor. Yeah, they call him the anchor.
Okay, that wasn't me. Whew.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the fucker.
Bastards.
Yeah. He's taken up a lot of slave work. He's specifically Portis. I hear that's what they do down there. They're right assholes about it, and they either make you into slaves, as you do, or they take the real young ones. Rumor has it, make them into soldiers.
I just look at Ignis.
Inibus?
Inibus?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Ignis.
That was her character thinking.
Then again, sorcerer.
No.
What?
Slave army.
What's about it?
He's one gnome.
I point to all the other gnomes people in the room.
There are no.
These are your crew?
gnomes.
Were they also taken with you?
They're good, right citizens of Bastion. They were doing various different tasks, or they worked in the city. I asked Mr. Rock that I needed help. He gave me this crew to work with, and up until about maybe a week ago, I've been teaching them how to operate these damn things since.
I stand corrected.
What is our next step?
Well, I need to deliver some things to the kobolds and tell them about new management.
We did say we would do that.
Yep. We
I
should
believe
all
at this
go.
time we also need to report to Mr. Rock.
We should also probably scavenge some of the bodies that died down at the beach, and take care of anyone that
Well, there were. I'm
Crawling.
sure there were survivors
absolutely.
too. So we.
If we could find one to interrogate, I suppose. Alright. Are we splitting the party? Or
No!
Great.
Okay, so who goes
So,
where?
I mean, the inn is probably going to be closest,
We can do that first.
and then the bay, and then underground.
That works.
Okay, Mr. Yes, sir. I will return. I want to know how these work.
As well.
Would be good installment on ship.
That is not a bad idea.
Sorry there. These are supposed to stay put per order of the last regime and Mr. Rock, their leader.
Could you not replicate them or build other, maybe smaller ones for the ship?
They'd be very expensive, and these were kind of a last-ditch effort, and they weren't actually supposed to ever be discovered. In fact, they're what I'm told prototypes by
What's
Between
the
the
point of
two.
a weapon
Okay,
that's never
after
used?
Since they were, do I have a good chance I could possibly replicate it?
Piece by piece.
Make make an intelligence check.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just between the two of us?
Well,
I did
any
manage.
proficiency check like tinker or
Smithing.
smithing,
Yeah, a lot. If you want to add your proficiency bonus.
because I have a lot of tools listed.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, well that's
Also, you have
23.
advantage.
23, okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes.
Never mind.
It would take a fuck ton of resources. These things would be incredibly expensive to make. But you have an understanding of how it can operate. You could, and now with your mechanical brain, you're able to actually, you get a good sense of how these work, how they operate. and you could replicate it, but it would be a very expensive endeavor indeed.
Science bros.
Yeah, possibly as much as a ship itself. Just rough calculations.
Shall we?
I shall write out plans. I think I could replicate one.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to work with you on that. I have some
Me.
designs of my own.
Can replicate one.
Oh, great! You guys are crafty science
Clank,
guys.
clank.
Yeah, don't damage the Yeah.
That
Anything else I can help you out with?
odd.
No.
All right. Well, if you guys ever want to talk shop, as they say, you know where to find me.
I'm gonna start walking back toward the inn because now I'm upset that I can't kill the gnome.
Cloud was very happy to meet Mr. Yester.
Oh, Cloud was possibly
That's his name, right?
Yester's was very happy to meet Cloud there, and probably Yester thinks that Cloud was probably the best of the lot. If you don't mind me saying.
Cloud does not mind.
I take offense to that.
Okay. Well,
just gonna
you
walk
guys
away.
are all.
Yeah, you
well,
do that
you know,
part.
that's that.
Mr. Yester, I believe at this point it is about due. It best be quiet. Thank you and have a great day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Shh. I will walk away.
Well,
Nice to meet you.
all you hear is a very low voice. Well, I stand by my statement there. As you guys part ways, you guys go to as a group.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go where?
To the
To the inn first. To report to.
And you see there are, as you guys go there, you see multiple different members of the city bearing. They don't have it over their face, but they have it low. You see the familiar tusk bandanas that they carry with them. So, can you cut it out, please? Thanks.
Excuse me, stop dying.
Sorry, I was joking.
She actually dies. It's so like Sheridan.
so typical.
Great. Now I
So-
got the memes of all the nurses play cards all day stuck in my head again.
No. Anyway, you guys go and you see the rings district is alight as you guys go down below to the top rung. You go and you see multiple people running, not in a panic, but in a hurried way to report. And you see Rock is just standing now with your mother next to his side as he's listening over, and he's just surrounded by different folks of the city, that are basically just giving him reports, and he seems to just kind of be just nodding his head, giving it, So, and he looks up. So, he looks up to you, locks eyes, and puts a finger, and just drops a finger as if pointing to the ground in front of him.
Does he expect me to sit there?
He says in orc, "Get your ass over here,"
I'll walk over.
and brings you in.
Am I not in trouble?
He says, "No."
Oh, that's good. The bad guys are all dead up there. I have no idea how they got up here.
What happened?
I'll explain to him what happened.
Okay, so you give him the whole story, the rundown, and he says, "That's to be expected.
I don't know how they got here, though.
We expected infiltration at some time.
But they would have had to sneak right through the bar.
It's not difficult. So it's not difficult to. This is not through the bar, through the city itself. We don't have anything in the way of a city guard. The people are on high alert. Whatever can be spared as far as able bodies, I put along the defenses."
Mr. Rock is correct. There's no lack of personnel around.
Well, okay then.
Well, we just came to report really quick because we have to go talk to the kobolds.
The kobolds.
Well, we promised them, remember the whole arrangement about them serving the new leader of Bastion? Dad, you don't even pay attention.
He's the new leader of Bastion. You hear one of the voices say, and then another, and there's a yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well,
Yeah, well, duh.
they don't know that. That's why we need to go speak to them.
You hear the same man who ushered out said, "Oh, yeah, I guess it makes sense."
So we promised we'd go and let them know that, they can still continue to work, right?
So he ignores you just for a second and says, "Search through the city. Call for alarm. shout to the heavens if you see anything else. We don't know how many other infiltrators are in the city. Go. All of you. And damn good work. As they they nod their head, they usher agreements. Some of them give mixed salutes as this new kind of insurgency is starting to form, and they part ways. Yeah, some actually give different military
We start
salutes.
voguing.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, as you guys start to part ways, you guys leave the inn. Or do you?
That's not the time.
Yeah, I think we should get all of our. We should handle our affairs and then.
You go below.
We're not going to the bay?
We're gonna go to the kobolds first, then
Oh.
Well, I thought it was the bay first because it's on
Yeah,
the
that's what I
way,
thought.
and then we go
I
underground.
think it'd probably be better to go underground first. Just then we can have the kobolds help.
Okay. I don't have much of a preference.
There's a lot of dead bodies.
We still need to take a. Actually, we could go down to the bay first and look for some corpse maggots.
Are there
Because that's the only thing we're missing.
Yeah.
bodies that look like they've been around longer than the ones that we just killed today?
I could navigate us back to the room that we were locked in. There's probably some maggots
Oh.
there.
Oh, the cell?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That works.
It is along the way.
And I will use my keen mind to navigate us back
Like,
to the way we go.
Okay, so you guys go. Are you guys looking for these corpse maggots? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys go through. Make a nature check for me. I need two of you guys. Two of you guys are one with advantage.
I think I'm proficient at that.
I am not.
I am definitely not.
If only one of you guys are rolling, make it with advantage.
Okay.
What is your nature?
My nature is +6.
That's
Whoa!
pretty good.
There you
Yeah,
go.
please roll that shit with advantage.
That's a 3. And that's a 15 +6.
Okay, that's pretty goddamn
That's
good.
21.
As you go and you find there's a place
Where everyone knows your name.
there. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, I hate you.
There is a you go through this one tunnel that you hadn't been before. It's a little off the path of the main throne room, and you do find these grubs. Make another nature check for me, please.
At advantage or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's 26.
You see that you see two different grubs. Now you have to handle these with care, but you take no issues, you know what you're dealing with, and you're able to jar a few. These things do have one hell of a bite. They are incredibly dangerous, and you know, just off of your natural 20, you know that these actually will penetrate through your flesh and not stop until they wiggle through to your heart.
Why are we
And-
looking for these?
The kobolds want them.
Oh.
So,
They're WMDs.
as they're weapons of mass destruction. There you go. For the kobolds. As you start to collect these, you see some of them. There's a tunnel way that you hadn't explored just yet. And you see that some of these grubs have died or seem to be dead and decaying, but they're still moving towards this elongated tunnel.
So they are dead, but it looks like they left a trail.
It looks like they're still moving, but they're not functioning. They're not functioning properly. It's hard to, I didn't explain myself properly. It looks, for all intents and purposes, like these grubs. You see grubs moving in one direction. They are dead, because you can tell the difference between the jar that you have of the live ones and those that are moving on their moving still. But they seem to be moving even though any life.
Even though they are dead, they're still
Yes,
moving.
they're still
They're
moving.
being drawn
Zombie-like.
by something.
They're almost like moving kind of like undead fashion.
Oh, that's not good.
towards this tunnel that has what seems to be very dense with this pollen that's in the air. You see this different type of like
Pollen in the air.
yeah.
That's not
We
good.
probably don't want to breathe that.
Probably don't want to breathe it. We probably need to investigate that. Yes, no?
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree.
What are you guys
This is strange.
inspiring about?
Nothing.
Okay.
I was just asking if
Which
it was
one's
a boy
Ringo?
band of
Was it the boy band or the sword?
It was they're apparently groupie corpse worms.
for the band One Direction.
Oh God.
Okay.
You said it.
I thought you were talking about the sword from last
Moving
season.
on.
No,
You
that
guys-
was my.
So you guys now have collected what you have.
We have the grubs. We could just leave,
We
but
if there's something that's causing undeadness, is that what you call it? I don't know. In my city, I'm going to investigate it. You're welcome to come with if you want to.
I agree. It needs to be investigated.
okay. I will. How long has it been since we were up top?
Since you're up top, 30 minutes at most.
I'm gonna switch my crossbow to fire damage.
Okay.
So, Gio, you have the light. Can you lead the way?
Cool.
I'll take
Gladly.
the front
Ding, 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 ding.
as per usual.
And I'll be at the very back of the group.
So,
as
do I see the spores?
That's right.
Do I see the spores?
The spores, yes. You see some. There is obvious spores in the air.
Don't breathe those in. I don't need to tell you that.
You guys are going to be going through this. To go through.
Actually,
this
I want
tunnel.
the spore. I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Words of Radiance. 5 foot around me. Radiant damage.
I'm gonna take like a bandana and put it over my face, like over my mouth. I mean, like and nose.
The actual spell. It's a cantrip, Lynn.
Okay.
Each creature of my choice that I can see within range, which is 5 feet, so it's next to me, must succeed a con save or take like a d6 radiant damage.
Okay. The spores themselves just fizzle away, and nothing happens.
But I actually made the spores disappear, though, right?
Yes.
Keep that up. Keep saying whatever you're saying.
Okay. You keep doing that, and you hear shifting, whining. It sounds like a very high, like a high pitched sound that's emanating from the cave as you start to do that.
Like
more.
an animal or
It sounds.
child or
It's hard to say. It sounds like the actual cave itself is distressed with you doing that.
What's around us? It's the larva, the spores. Where are the spores coming from?
As you guys start to get closer, you see that there is mushrooms of all different shapes and sizes start to actually protrude out.
Oh.
I'm just gonna test something. Everybody, come back here for just a moment, and I'm gonna pull everybody like 125 feet back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the 120 foot mark, and I'm gonna lob a fireball at the spore, at the mushrooms. Just
Okay. You lob a fireball.
Fireball.
Bolt.
firebolt.
bolt?
I'm sorry,
Okay.
firebolt.
Okay, I was like, we're
I'm
not
sorry.
there yet.
I don't
Why are
have
you
fireball.
missing that? Yeah.
Yes.
Fireball.
You let that.
I don't have that one yet.
Magic missile.
You hear that whine, that high pitched whine, echo out even more so, and you hear of movement, and then there's the charred remains of these mushrooms.
So I'm gonna move up 5 feet, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna
Do it to all the mushrooms.
yep. I'm gonna start searing mushrooms
Why are we
as we're
destroying
going.
mushrooms?
Because
I think
spores
they're-
come from
yeah, I
mushrooms, and we
think-
believe there's a connection
Yeah.
between the spores and the undead.
Okay.
I think this Cloud thinks the spores are what's causing undeadness.
Yeah, so I'm gonna follow along, I guess.
So you guys start following along. Okay.
I
You
will.
guys go further in.
Yeah, and however, I will stay, next to Inibus though,
Okay.
and okay, if I see spores around us, I will use Words of Radiance again.
Just kill the spores.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I can choose not to target her.
Love this. Lob of Firebolt. Word of Radiance. Lob of Firebolt. Word of Radiance.
And what it is when word radiance is I don't cast. It's like my chest opens up and it's a blast of bright light.
Okay.
You're just
As
taking
you
pictures.
guys are going further
my God.
in,
Do we see the source of the sound yet?
no, not yet actually. As that happens, as you guys are going further in, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Fuck! You know what?
Is it poison or disease?
What's that?
Is it a poison or disease?
You'd have to make a medicine check.
No, I'm asking so if I know if I roll with.
Oh, for you, it would be a poison.
Much better. Thank you.
11.
Okay.
19.
22.
Okay.
The good doctor.
Good doctor.
The good doctor.
My goggles on.
Okay, as that starts to happen, you hear the voice of someone familiar. You're say, stolen something again, haven't you? Those cannons don't belong here. Someone's gonna go looking for them.
Looking around for this voice.
You do that. As you do that, you see there's something. The wall itself seems to actually be it's a Paradoria effect. You see an image in the wall itself. You're not sure if it's just the way the wall looks.
I just happen to see the pattern.
To see the pattern of something that looks like a face. But the voice sounds so familiar.
Uh-oh, Grandmother Willow.
Yeah. And nobody hears.
No,
anything?
you just see Doctor actually just staring at the wall.
Dr.
Doc, you doing all right?
I don't think so. This is highly unrealistic. You can't be here.
You can't be here.
I'm already here.
I was already here. You've infiltrated this place.
I didn't infiltrate anything.
I do not see anything.
Shh.
That's it. He's talking to something. So, you know exactly what you've done.
Don't you start this with me.
Dr. Jacques, it looks like you were talking to a wall.
Is that something she would say?
I'm gonna punch the wall.
So as you,
What are you doing?
and you look up at the wall, and you see what's left of you. Skin your knuckles against the kind of coral, porousness of the actual cave wall itself, and almost like this cheese grater effect on your knuckles. You taken a good chunk of actual skin off.
Ouch.
And your hand is bleeding, and it stings something awful, but you're fine.
Dr. Jacques, you're talking to a wall, and you're now punching the wall. I advise you we leave.
Maybe the wall deserved it.
It sounds reasonable to me. Who is Doctor talking to?
Someone in the wall.
There are people in the walls.
I start knocking on the. I start
Knocking on the wall?
trying to find a. I don't know, a false stone or something.
Okay.
I see someone I know in the wall.
Perhaps
Are they
the
trapped? Do
spores
we need
are
to get them
getting to
out?
you.
If they're trapped, then they should stay there.
Hello?
Did you breathe in when we told you not to?
I mean, of course we
need
have
to breathe eventually.
Well, but until we kill spores.
Thank you,
we're not
DMC
supposed to
Crimson, and the
breathe in.
host.
If you don't want me to breathe in while we're in the hallway, then move faster.
We're trying to move faster, but we got to kill everything that has the spores.
Obviously, if I'm seeing faces in the wall, he's not doing a good enough job.
I think we all need to take a deep breath and calm down.
Maybe-
Count backwards from 10. 9. 8.
I'm sorry.
See, it always works. Sometimes.
Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and kill some more mushrooms.
Okay.
I look back at the wall.
The barbarian is telling you to calm down. I got this.
So, as that happens, you guys, the tunnels behind you are lit just with light. You hear a sound of fire emanating from behind you guys.
I didn't do it.
I'm gonna turn around.
You turn around, and there's something just flapping its wings. It's small. It's flapping its wings.
Is it another end?
As it's you can't tell as this whole bit of fire is right before it's formed. It's blocking, and it starts to funnel out almost as if it's going to launch at you. And it says, as the fire and is parted with two hands and stretches out and lights the figure, familiar winged but pissed off kobold.
No, not pigeons.
So he says, You would threaten our people's food source?
Oh shit, we didn't. Okay, so we saw grubby things that looked dead and thought it was going to maybe cause zombies, and we can fix it.
I'm going to ask that you back away from the tunnel.
I start
Okay.
like,
Okie dokie, and I'm just gonna start going back the other
It
way.
is food source. Hello, Master Pigeon. I am sorry for doing so.
Or Lassar?
We didn't realize there were zombie worms. What were we supposed to do? Why are there zombie worms here?
We feed what's inside.
Inside of what?
We have an arrangement.
With who?
There are creatures. There are mushroom men.
I can't even say that with a straight
He does completely, like so serious too.
There are mushroom men
Yes.
in my city, and you have an arrangement with them, and you're making zombie worms.
They were here long before anyone. And who says it's your city?
My father.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, okay, your father's a good man. He's let me keep the shop above. But I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
Well,
Well, we-
apparently this is a colony of fungal that they have arrangement for food.
We have many arrangements here in the tunnels. They provide us sustenance.
We're sorry for murdering you.
Our food source? Yeah, it's kind of a dick move if you don't mind.
Well,
me
we
saying.
didn't realize.
Okay, you know what? We didn't know. Nobody told us, and we saw things that were causing other things to
it
turn
happens.
dead.
It happens to
It
Cloud
was an
that
accident.
maybe,
So, Mr. Pigeon,
Mr. Pigeon should have said that.
Well,
Why don't you have a sign or something?
because no one comes down here.
well, you knew we were going to be coming back down here to deliver things to the kobold colony, did you not?
Yeah, that's
Then
why
you
Sauce,
could have
the boss,
told
told me
us.
to go look for adventurers and make sure that whatever arrangements we have with the people above are still going.
We
Well-
apologize for your mushrooms. We will try to make up for it in some way or another, but we come bearing gifts.
I don't know if you can. They take that shit personal, you know?
Then I will apologize to them when they come because
No,
it
just
was my
leave.
idea.
Just go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk.
I'll start back. I'm walking away, but I'm still like. So the zombie-fying thing that isn't a threat to people, is it?
No. It's a parasite. It's how they gather food that's been left in the tunnels. It's harmless. It only makes dead things go to them so that they have a food source, whatever we can't carry.
Fair enough.
Ah.
As
Well,
I walk by Pigeon, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to do a gust of wind.
Ah! It like hits the wall.
it's very windy down here. It's odd.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
I'm gonna just make my way
Yeah.
back to the colony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still walking away.
You guys make your way, I assume, to the throne room?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys enter in.
What is it that I've gathered?
We have, hang
Skunk
on,
pork
because I
nuggets.
have things. We have the jar of wasps, the
Oh, yeah, I heard about
The
that.
corpse
dagger
eater
flies and the
maggots,
stinky badger.
the stinky badger, which you
Skunk.
still have on a string.
Stinky badger.
Skunk.
Stinky badger.
Stinky badger.
See what I got?
And
put
we
up
already gave them the dagger flies and the pokey horse on a stick, right?
Jeez.
We did not give
No,
them
not
the
the
dagger
dagger
flies.
I thought we got them the dagger.
You
We
did
got
give
them.
them
We
the
got them the
questioned
dagger
them
flies.
again.
We didn't give it to them
Oh,
because
gotcha.
those are the wasps.
Gotcha.
We got those on the way out.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are delivering corpse eater maggots, stinky badger, and dagger flies.
Okay. You guys see the familiar kind of. She's got very thin limbs, but very bulbous, round, like almost
Yeah,
perfectly
We
round. belly.
remember.
Yeah.
The
She
ever
doesn't
pregnant
seem-
queen.
She doesn't seem to be spawning right now, luckily.
Thank God.
But she sits there. Just looks like she sits in her own filth for like the longest time. As she just sits there on her throne, she's talking. She's talking kind of secretly to another kobold you see. Red of scales, but darkened almost. They have like a slight black like tint to them. This particular kobold actually carries what is a really, really ratty orange sash around it with what looks to be like a skull, a very small skull, might even be a child's skull, like embroidered onto the actual sash itself.
Hall monitor.
So,
Where's your whole hand?
so as you're let in, you're given like they give you a hard time getting in here. You hear, tell them to let them in. As you guys are entered and you see the site that I've just described. That says. So you're alive
Yeah.
For now.
Apparently.
for now. Yeah. Your lot seems to be dying faster than us nowadays, huh?
It's quite impressive, really.
I would say so.
We have more things to deliver and news.
News first.
News first is that we can't kill the gnome because he works for the person in charge.
He says,
I understand you.
do you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yep.
And
Okay,
so
you
do
hear. So you hear the three of you guys. You hear. You see, Queen. They are not to be trusted. They do not have our best interests in mind.
We also have your weapons of mass destruction. And I say that in Draconic.
As he looks over to you. You speak the tongue of those that would conquer the world.
I mean, I'm speaking the tongue, so
It seems like a very odd question. I'll reply in Draconic.
Oh my god, can everyone speak Draconic?
No.
How many more of you know our language?
Cloud is just like trying to like entertain herself.
So, the four of you, huh? The three of you will speak true to this, and that one pretends like she doesn't know anything.
No, she actually doesn't know.
she truly doesn't know anything.
And I'm
Right.
just like,
Of course I knew that. So Sauce holds up a hand.
sauce.
Yeah. That's the boss. And she says, all right. You cannot kill the gnome. Why?
Because he works for Rock, and Rock is the new leader.
That's the news
And
you'll
he's
bring
very-
me.
Oh, I can't understand what you're saying, sorry.
No, he says she switches to common.
Oh.
Well, my father is in charge of the town, and you said you would pledge your allegiance to whoever is in charge of the town, and we talked to the gnome, and the gnome works for my father, and
Yes,
he
sir, he's
needs
very
him.
nice.
I tried to kill him, but they wouldn't let me.
My father would have been very upset.
And probably would have killed us and then had words for you.
Well, we would have killed them. I would have gotten grounded.
What worth is it to you then?
What?
To leave the gnome alive, I need.
Well,
Cloud does not kill good people.
if he did die, then blood would have taken over because no one else would have known how to take cannons, which he uses that cause the explosions that you're hearing.
Explosions.
Booms.
Big boom,
The-
kill bad guys.
The booms.
Yes.
The gnome causes booms.
The gnome causes booms.
So you'll see that he looks over to the master tinkerer, the inventor, the one that's been collecting the weapons of mass
Yeah.
destruction.
Which
She goes,
I'm-
our Our pokey flies and our pokey horses do nothing. We are outmatched and outweaponed.
So you can either try to kill him and fail.
What is a stink badger going to do with that above? Oh, we're fucked. This is
Or-
bad.
You could all just agree to work for my father and
Or we
not
both-
kill each other.
Pack up everything you see her yell out.
You can't even walk.
We leave at sundown.
You can't even move.
How would you leave the island? It's surrounded by water.
There's no boats.
Well played. Well played, alright. You have royally fucked us this time, yes,
we
we
didn't
see.
do anything.
Oh, I know your tricks.
You know what? I'm gonna get down into her face, like this close to her face. and
There are
be
other
like,
there are other kobolds that start to lean forward with
"That's
like
fine."
pitiful looking jabby
I
spears.
just want to make sure she understands what I'm about to say. We did not fuck you over. You screwed yourselves by pledging yourselves to other people. This was your doing, not ours. Understood?
Make an intimidation check.
With advantage?
Klaus just.
Good.
No,
with
no one
advantage.
really helped her.
Oh, that's even better.
Well, I mean, I'm.
You hold
Standing there.
yeah, you hold authority with you, so like yeah, I'll allow it.
She is the princess.
23.
23. Okay. Well, so she switches to Draconic again, which the three of you guys pick up. Okay, we're staying. The job economy is rather rough in this market. We actually hold a better business staying where we're at. Everyone unpack.
It's a very wise decision.
I
Your
know. That's why I
Majesty.
made it. That's why I'm the leader. Look.
As she's talking, I'm just gonna get up and walk back to the group.
Okay.
Okay.
You will not kill the devil gnome. It makes things go boom, but eventually we will.
I mean, then you'll
I
have to
would
take that
have
up
to
with Rock.
disagree. He means you no harm.
We are.
He
What's
means
that
you
word?
no harm.
A sovereign nation. Yes, we are a sovereign nation. We are our own people.
Who said that to her?
Sud. Like you hear the one with the horn sash is like standing next to her. Almost, he looks every bit of the part as close of an advisor as you can get.
I'm gonna do an insight check on him.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's a natural 14.
That'll do on its own. What are you trying to decipher exactly?
I'm trying to see if he is in disguise.
Like through
Like-
arcane means?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check?
It's an Arcana check instead. Then that is 20.
Not in disguise, but there's an air of magic around him. It's dark.
Dark magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's his name?
Sud.
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 Sud. Who are you?
So, that I do have you fuckers right here.
Sud, what's your backstory?
Well, you see, I came from the city of
I came from Kobold
Sud.
Town.
So he says, what do you mean? And so, your question once more?
Who are you?
He says, I'm Priest Sud.
Priest under who?
He says, Curl to Mock.
Who's Kurtama?
Make a religion check.
I'm asking him as well. That's a natural 10.
Okay. Anybody would else like to make a religion check?
I'm sure. Why not?
It's 14.
Priest under what?
17.
He's a priest of Curl to Mock.
Come on.
18.
18? Okay. It's the kobold deity, but it's very obscure. Like most dragon types tend to worship Tiamat. Kurltamak is kind of very niche.
Okay. I will explain this to the party.
Yeah, but you, with an 18, you know that Kurtulmak is an evil entity.
And I will also explain this to the party.
So he says, so as you explain, he says, not evil or dark, righteous. He's shown kobolds the way.
Okay, slightly evil.
He has instructed us, and we carried that to build your goddamn cities.
Is that how you got your powers?
That's how we got our knowledge, to read the earth. That's how we are such master, renowned at digging tunnels.
So, it's interesting.
And Kurtulmak, who will rise again, like the dragons who will take this world, is also trapped by says the one that watches over gnomes. And every gnome that breathes is an offense to us.
What do kobolds have against gnomes?
Their god trapped their god.
Oh, right.
Precisely that.
Why?
The story is too sacred to relay.
One doesn't know it.
He doesn't.
No,
Wait,
You don't
but
know
I
it.
the story?
make a religion check with advantage,
I was
since
saying
you
my-
did so well.
Well, I've got a 17 on my religion check. In my
Okay,
ILL.
so I'll let you both roll with advantage. I'll give you that.
That's gonna be a 19.
Okay.
Just
that's
give me a
pretty good.
basic rundown.
19 as well.
Okay, so you guys are familiar. Wait,
We shall tandemly tell the story.
so you do. The related story of Kurtulmak. Kurtulmak was a kobold, was an actual kobold, was some sort of advisor to Tiamat, the evil dragon of all dragons. Kurtulmak was also the one that taught kobolds how to basically, as he said, to tunnel, made them basically speak to the earth and able to find the weak points. How they're the reasons why he's the reason why kobolds are so adept at tunneling and so good at it. How they're able to, they're second to none as far as tunneling goes. And this is no surprise to you guys, as they're very renowned. They're able to dig through anything. The legend goes that there's a grand maze that the gnome deity had actually constructed to, with riches inside, and actually tricked Kurtulmak into it and trapped him, and that Kurtulmak still to this day is trapped in this gargantuan maze. And so since then, it's kind of made a bitter relationship with gnomes.
It's too bad he couldn't dig his way out of it.
So Sog gives you. So Sauce says, "Clever. That is more than we will say on the matter. Yes."
I could care less about that. You can worship whatever evil god you want to.
I couldn't.
But the point remains, we can't kill the gnome, and neither will you, unless my father says so. Or you will, deal with the repercussions.
As your father commands, said Sud.
Well, I would suggest you send. I'll look over at Sauce. I would recommend you send someone to go and hash out the details with my father or whoever's in charge of that.
We're not going up there, says Sauce. It's bright.
Well, Pigeon goes up there all the time.
Pigeon's weird. So Pigeon's like, I'm sorry, Pigeon. Yeah.
You're not the father of most of your children.
That's weird.
No, Pigeon. Well, a brood, yes, but that's besides the point. Pigeon has spent too long up top with you people. Has learned your magical ways.
Do you trust him?
So is he.
Well, yeah, of course. He's a kobold.
Well, I don't see any reason why he can't be your intermediary.
Okay.
Pigeon.
Give him a sash. Someone give him a sash. You have to fucking yes, that'll do. That one. Okay, so they start to what looks like
Is that part of the scorpion?
It looks like a ring of socks that have been tied together
God.
and all sorts of discolored.
Given the socks!
So he's given a ring of socks, and yes, as a class, to show some honorary title to it, there is a scorpion stinger, something not as big as the giant poke horse,
I still have that stuff.
But he's given the tip whatever poison has been drained up, the tip of a giant scorpion stinger that forms as a class to essentially keep in place this sash that's put on him. And Pigeon is like has this like look of awe, like this real life kind of like.
I'm gonna go up to him, just right in his face. Don't fuck this up.
What's it getting in the face today?
So Saw says,
and then I'm gonna give him a hug.
so he says, okay, I'm not gonna cry. You okay? I'm not gonna cry. Stop it. As he starts to like get his wings and start to flap in his own face, Saw says, Pigeon, I grant you the honorary title of Ambassador Speaker of Kobolds to the people of Tot. We'll work on the title, but for now, you speak. The voice of the kobold says, "Son, yes, the voice of those below. The voice. We'll go with that."
It's a good title.
I know, I came up with it. So, okay, he carries our voice and our proxy and whatever you say. Don't fuck it up. You know what I want there. So he says
he will meet with 5 other women on a couch regularly, and they'll talk about nothing.
They'll just gossip about what happened throughout the week.
Pigeon says, "Please no." Pigeon says, "Go." Says, "Go forth." So go forth, Pigeon. You have a great task ahead of you. And as she stands up,
oh no!
Oh, God.
Her poor legs.
As she stands up, there's yet another egg. As she stands up, there's
And
yet
that's
another
where I
egg that
take
she
3
spawns.
steps back.
We're in
Yeah.
the splash zone.
For those of you who don't know, she's giving birth. She's laying eggs
On a
right
regular
in
basis.
front of us.
Constantly. She's like a queen ant.
She just
Cloud,
doesn't even
have
care.
you ever seen those videos of cats reacting to food and they like gag? You know, that's exactly what they do. It's like, hey.
Or just like cats reacting to cucumbers.
An egg appears next to you. You just.
So as she stands up, proud, releases this decree for Pigeon to go forth. There's an egg that falls.
That is also released.
That falls down the steps, and
I'm gonna
goes
Is that
through
right?
your feet.
catch it before
You're
it
gonna
like
catch
it?
breaks.
One of the nurses off the side like grabs it,
It's kind of slippery.
yeah, and then walks off.
And I'll literally like, just do a cat gag.
And with that,
Sergio is glad he cannot smell.
yeah, that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Yay! We saved Bastion for now.
Yeah. You'll lose it next episode.
Shut
Yeah.
up!
I mean,
Guys, holy fuck! What a great turnout, guys!
Yeah.
Thank you,
for joining
everybody.
us.
Everybody is amazing that tuned in. Thank you.
I hope you guys had a blast. We certainly did. This is great. This is the new game going up. We're back. We're back.
We're back.
So tomorrow, join Mondays with the Ministry, 1 o'clock Arizona time, where Danny will lead some of us into.
I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there?
Yeah,
Oh,
taking
nice.
a day off work to go.
Oh, nice. I might actually go too. We're gonna go hang out with Danny and go paint or do we'll figure it out. And of course Wednesdays, Crit Chicks at 7 o'clock.
Crit Chicks
Arizona time.
Wednesday.
Crazy stuff going on.
Yep. So craziness. So there's Crit Chicks. Join us for that, and then of course, if we can't see you during that, join us next Sunday for Natural One, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
We're back.
Probably.
We're not going anywhere. And
Around
you missed
5 o'clock.
If you missed the first half.
5 o'clock-ish.
If you missed the first half, it was super exciting. Oh, it's good to see you guys back. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Maverick. Thank you, everybody. A lot of new faces that are friends of Trim. Thank you guys for being here.
Good to see everybody.
It's very
I mean,
good.
her name's Naomi.
Yeah, I think they kind of figured that out.
It's Inhibus.
My
It's
brain
English.
associates you as Trim more than I do your
Yeah.
actual name.
Yeah.
But
No,
guys, thank you
English.
so much. If you missed the first half, and what an
English.
exciting fucking first half it was.
It was.
We're gonna be playing the rerun momentarily. So guys, we love you. We will see you soon. Catch us later.
We love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Peace out here.